I'll come back. 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 I'll come back.
I will kill you.
This is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh no.
See, now
No.
what's in my head is literally, nah, honey, I'm good. I could have a pony, but he's could. I'm like, I was like, what am I doing with my life? Okay.
First, we need to talk about parallel universes. All right.
I'm trying to make sure it's live. It is live.
Yeah, it is. And my ad's gone. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, cut. Hello and welcome to the Barcast, where the bar gets lower every single week. Your bartenders for this evening are Anon Pencil, Enigmatic Otaku,
Chud.
Milk,
Why must you hurt me, Enigma?
Ravage,
I got a chub.
and my name is Flutterpriest. This week we have a very, very special guest that's near and dear to my heart. Just nearly, oh my goodness, 6 years ago, some of the best brony metal music was graced onto the YubTub platform under the name PrinceWhateverer. Prince, thank you for taking the time and coming on.
Thank you for having me. You flatter me. You flatterer. You thanks.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Well,
Put it away! Tuck it in your waistband, bud.
Okay. For those who have not tuned in before, hello and welcome to our nonprofit podcast. If you would like to catch up on previous episodes, such as Andrea Littman, John Delancey, and many, many more, be sure to check us out. And Bill Newton. Be sure to check us out on iTunes, Google Play Music, and all the other places where you digest your podcast cud. We are streaming live on Twitch right now, where the lovely Anon Pencil is going to be watching for your questions. Pencil, what are questions we don't ask our guest?
As usual, we will not be asking our guest questions about religion, about politics, about actual personal information like name, location, or, social security number, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We will also not be rehashing any fandom drama. Don't ask about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't.
And don't be an asshole. But our guest has said they're cool with the weird shit, and from our pre-cum cast that we were doing right there, he's actually pretty comfy with the weird shit. So get weird, other guy. This means you. We also have a drinking word. Tell the chat what that means.
Fuck. Fuck's our drinking word.
What does it mean? What happens?
Fuck. Drink. You please take a nice, healthy, responsible drink of a beverage. It could be alcoholic. If it is alcoholic, please drink responsibly. We don't want to send someone to the hospital. Again, please don't.
I'm confused.
Don't do it.
Are we supposed to drink or fuck? Because now I'm confused.
We can do both.
Do both.
Yeah.
Right, Pencil? Air high five.
Well, I mean, Priest could
bam.
run out of socks before we're done, so there's that.
But we have lollygagged long enough. We know what you're here for. You're here for Prince. So, Prince, genuinely, thank you for coming on. Not gonna lie, actually a genuine hero for me. Let's introduce you to the listeners. Who are you and what do you do in the fandom?
Me? Oh, jeez, I don't even know anymore, dude. I'm a musician. I've been fandom since like late 2010. Early 2011 maybe. I don't fucking know. I said the word. I'm gonna drink.
Fuck.
Give me a
Yay.
second.
This is gonna be a good one.
That's one. But yeah, I've been doing music, mostly metal stuff, punk stuff. I did some electronic stuff once, and it was all right, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I've just been a musician here for like forever, and I love it, and I don't want to quit, and I don't feel like quitting. So you can expect more horse music from me.
Yeah.
Yes. So then it's important to ask then, what got you into the horse music? What got you into MLP?
Oh, jeez. Well, okay. I'll do the horse music one first, because that was like I just kind of found MLP was still going because I used to watch it when I was a little babby, when I used to live in like a different house and all had VCRs because I think my parents thought I was gonna be a girl, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like we had MLP VCRs and I watched them and I liked it, and then I got older and a friend of mine at college was like, "Yo, there's a new series of that show that you used to like. He asked me that. Well, no, he didn't ask me. He told me that because I was wearing a Bronies Before Honies shirt, and I didn't even know Bronies were a thing. I just thought it was a cool shirt, and I was like, well, crap. I was like, okay, I'll look it up, and I looked it up, and he ruined my life essentially. So thanks, guy.
Weirdly enough,
Ruin-
that's identical to my story, and I've never heard somebody like, yeah, I watched the original, and then I was in college, and somebody saw a shirt I was wearing, and was like, hey, you like My Little Pony? There's a new My Little Pony. It has Lauren Faust in it, and then they make you watch it, and then your life is ruined, which is exactly what happened to me.
Oh wow, that's actually really niche.
Yeah, like I have a shirt that said OMG Ponies, and it was spelled PWN, and it had like a pony with like a game controller on
Oh
its app.
man, that
And
is
that's
very.
what got me.
That's very like 2010. I love it.
Also, I think you
it was 2004 or something.
Oh,
when I bought it. So.
Oh man. Nice.
And I think you broke the streak of 5 weeks in a row of people saying like, "Oh, well, I was on Cheeseburger," and then all of a sudden there were pony memes. It was like, oh my gosh.
Fucking Cheeseburger, dude. I used to like not do so many assignments in college because of that site. Like I got so deep into ponies. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I'm still there, I guess. Fuck.
So what made the transition into music, like making music for the fandom?
Okay, before I like super got into like Gen 4,
Yeah.
I was into music like for ages, ever since high school. I had like a few local bands. We actually started like getting somewhere with that whole thing, but there was like, those little petty conflicts with your band members, and it kind of sucked. And then everyone was fighting, and in college it didn't get any better, and like the band was getting good, but the people were kind of just fighting all the time. And Ponies was a really cool relief from that. And then I found out there's people doing horse music, and they're actually getting somewhere with it. And I was like super into horses, so I was like, I'm gonna try that. And I did, and it seems to have worked out. And the band, like, funnily enough, our band practices were on Saturdays, and of course that was when new episodes of Horses would air. So I was skipping band practice to watch horses, and yeah, it just fell apart because of that.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, the band was lame anyway. Don't even worry about it.
Oh no, I feel you, man. I've been there. So then we asked how you got into the fandom. What keeps you here? What is your favorite part of the fandom? The online community, conventions, the other musicians. Like, what keeps you here?
I think it's like all of that. In a way, like everything is just so cool. I don't know. Well, of course, there's drama. There's like a million different dramas every day. We know about that. Well, they're not as frequent as people think. It's like once a month there'll be something that people actually care about. It's like whatever, who cares? But I don't know. There's so much creativity, and like no matter where you go, what you do, you find horses. I actually there was some guy, we were playing Overwatch with some friends the other day, and some guy just named Jazz was playing, and my friend was just trying to make fun of him, like, oh, hi, Jazzy Jeff, how you doing? Haha. And the guy was like, oh, do I know you? Question mark, and just put a bro hoof, and I was like, oh my god, it's a horse.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
a real horse!
Yeah, we were 5 of us, so like you need a 6 stack to have a full team. We were like, dude, get in our Discord server now, and we just invited him, and now we play with him like every day. just stuff like that, like just random encounters are just so much fun, and everyone's just chill. Cause yeah, we didn't know this guy. He could have been a total dickhead, but now he was totally chill, and he's just been a great guy to play with and hang out with ever since. It's just like people like that all the time. Whenever I meet new people who like horses, they just seem to be nice people, and that just makes me happy.
That's so well said. That just warms my little tiny cold broken heart.
Oh, I feel you.
The next question, we get progressively harder as we go up the actual like cast questions before we throw you to the wolves. Gen 4, as it sits, is kind of over. We have a weird Australian leak, which I'm not going to spoil for people who haven't seen it yet. We have, Season 10, the comics. We have Pony Life, which we don't talk about. And, like Gen 5 is in development, but it's going to be almost impossible to recreate that lightning in a bottle effect that Generation 4 had. So what do we, as a community, need to do to keep ourselves relevant? Like, say, a Trekkie or a Star Wars fandom. What do we need to do to stay relevant? Where do we go from here?
Ha ha ha! I don't know if you did that on purpose, but I like it. Okay. So you're asking me to tell you where do we go from here? Interesting. God, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, dude. Let me think. That's a big thonker, that one.
It's a big thunk.
fan content, which I think is we're one of the best fandoms for fan content. So we got that on lockdown as far as I'm concerned. We have so much okay, so those fandoms are bigger than us, absolutely. But in terms of like the quality of fan content, whether that be art, animation, music, fanfics, we have some of the best, I reckon. Like the quality of it, considering how much smaller we are than most other fandoms, I think we're kind of winning in that department. So not like, and that's what I think keeps a fandom alive, because like season 9's gone. It's been almost like a year now.
Yep.
And like everyone was dooming on it so hard when it happened. It was like, oh, it's over. We're done. There's nothing left for us, guys. And like, well, today I feel not really any different than I felt a year ago when season 9 was still airing. So I don't know. People put too much. They want the fandom to. They think the end of the show means the end of the fandom. When the fandom, like, I have so many friends who are in this fandom who are like stopped watching at season 4. Like the show isn't as important as people. Like I love the show. The show was like best thing ever. I cried like 3 times in the end of season 9. But I don't think the show is as important to the fandom. I don't think the show is as important to the fandom's continuation as most people believe it is what I'm trying to say.
I think that's very true.
Yeah.
And I can think of a lot of other fandoms that exemplify that.
Yeah. The fact that there's still a Star Wars fandom after the sequel trilogy, that's fucking miracle. Like, if they can survive, we can fucking survive.
I mean,
let's keep doing it.
Think about movies like The Labyrinth with David Bowie. Like, people still worship at its feet. Merchandise is still sold everywhere. I still desperately want to sleep with David Bowie. But that's been around for a very long time, and it's not going anywhere. It's even possibly gotten more intense recently. So there you go.
Yeah.
Are we not supposed to want to sleep with David Bowie?
I think you're not a sexual person, because I mean, I'm pretty sure he appeals to men and women and everything in between, but like, unless you don't want sex, which is totally an option too.
He's very androgynous, yeah. Like, I think he appeals to everyone.
Yes.
He is a beautiful man.
Well,
rest his weird little soul.
Yeah.
If you thought that question was hard, then the next one's gonna be a real doozy. It's the last one I got for you before we throw you to the wolves.
You got more bonkers for me?
Oh yeah. This one's gonna ruin some friendships. I think we're gonna lose viewers because of this one. Who is best horse?
Oh, this one, huh? It's changed over the years. When I was a little babby in the fandom, way back in like literally about 9 years ago. Fuck me, dude. I'm like nearly 30 now. I've been See, I knew I did it. I just didn't want to drink more because I'm still pouring a new drink right now.
I have a bottle of Jack and a cup of ice next to me, so I am ready.
I'm doing Jack and Pepsi because I don't know. Jack by itself is a bit much for me. I'm a little baby. But yeah, best horse. Like when I was a new boy, a new horse. It was Rainbow Dash all the way, just because she had the most unique design. Basically, all the others were kind of like Applejack is orange and blonde, and then like Twilight's purples, Pinky's pink, and then Rainbow Dash had like rainbow hair, and she was super confident and like she was like the best flyer and super fast, and she had the 20% cooler meme, and everyone, I was like, oh my god, she's like the best. I love her. And for like years, she was my favorite. And then it became Fluttershy. Fluttershy became my favorite twice. I'm sorry that my choices hurt you. Yeah.
Why though?
No, I like your good opinions.
Okay, thank you. Only the good ones, though, right?
You also have a trash waifu. Shut up.
Yeah, priest, or should I say, Cadence lover.
Oh no, really, dude?
Thank you. The disappointment in your voice was so good.
I mean, if we're being technical, I guess Flurry Heart is worst princess, but like,
oh yes,
yeah,
well, like, yeah, I'll give Cadence that. But
yeah, she's
overall,
the worst princess though.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you get extra points for like extra shit points for being the one who made the worst princess? Is that how that works?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
That's a question for another time, maybe. But yeah, like it was Rainbow Dash, and then it was Fluttershy because I'm not sure if I can't remember the reason. This is so long ago. I know it became Twilight after Fluttershy, and then Fluttershy again. I think Fluttershy again because she started actually showing that her assertiveness had actually become something more than just like an episode, like a per episode thing. It actually became like a piece of her character development, and I really like that. Especially in season 9, but I'll bring that up in a minute. But yeah, after Fluttershy became Starlight, I fucking love Starlight. I think she's so cool. She's my baby. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But
All
yeah,
right.
with the Florida. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm just keep talking.
Yay.
But there's that one part in season 9 where they go to the Kirin village where like Applejack keeps just talking over Fluttershy, and Fluttershy screams at her. I'm like, yes, bitch, yes. Slay that thought right now. It was so funny. I was like crying laughing at that, dude. Oh man, good stuff. But yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, I keep talking.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
I
man.
love it. I love it. Well, now it's time to throw you to the wolves because you got questions from Twitter, you got questions from Twitch, we got questions from FimFic. You're getting attacked from 3 different angles. So let's gangbang these questions. Let's do this. Other guy starts by asking from Twitch, how much Windex can you fit in your pee hole?
Is it just the pee hole, or do I get the addition of my bladder as if it gets further up there?
I mean,
he only
no,
said
no.
pee hole.
It goes into your balls because everyone knows pee is stored in the balls.
Oh, of course.
So.
Well, how could I be so fucking stupid?
Don't forget, if you want to pee faster, grab your balls and squeeze them while you're peeing.
I tried to convince my girlfriend that was a true thing when she was drunk once. I think I almost got there. she wanted to do that to me to prove it, and I was like, okay, no, I'm lying. I'm sorry. Oh,
Did you
man.
have your girlfriend convinced that pee is stored in the balls?
She wanted the proof. The proof was she gets to squish my balls while I'm peeing and see if it works.
I like to think she does this. I like to think she does this, and then your pee turns from yellow to red.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh man. Okay, wait. I don't know. I was trying to think. I swear I heard a stat about like how wide a pee hole can stretch before it like breaks. But no, that's an asshole. I heard that.
You could take it, just like inject it through the tube.
Yeah, probably. I'm a just I don't know. I'm a call inconclusive on that one.
Deal. I'm gonna grab a question from your Twitter, and we'll alternate a little bit. Black and Blue at @BBlueMusic on Twitter asks, "Do you like bacon?"
Oh, dude, you know what? He knows this. He's a close friend of mine. We're both on this same diet. We're on the keto diet, and that's like staple food for us. So yes, I love bacon. It's amazing. Easy.
Chasing Dawn at to Chase Dawn asks, if you had to choose short hair or only ukuleles?
Short hair. I fucking hate ukuleles.
Oh fuck! Got him.
Oh shit. My poster stuck to my glass and almost fell on me. Well, it did fall on me.
Now, I might fuck up the pronunciation of this next one, but Alex _ out in the chat asks, how many semi-brevs could you fit in your bar? I think the bar means your penis.
I take that as an actual music theory question. To a bar? God, I haven't done music theory in so long. I forget how long a semi-breve is. A bar is 4 notes, or 4 beats, which each is a note. If a note lost a beat, and if a note lost a semi-breve. Fuck. I literally haven't done music theory since college, and that was... I keep swearing. I need to take like 2 more drinks. That was like... How many years ago? Like 6, 7 years ago? Semi-breve. I'm gonna... No, I know the 4th.
Check behind the counter. Psst, check behind the counter.
No, I want to... Okay. Oh, someone already has it there. No having the time value of 2 half notes, 4 quarters. Wait, what?
4/4 time is commonly known as the whole note.
Oh, semi-breve is just a whole note? No way. That'd be 4, right?
Yeah, 4.
Okay. Huh. I really learned something today. Hooray.
You spend all your time working on circle of fifths, and someone just throws a fancy word for whole note at you.
Dude, I don't even know what the circle of fifths is anymore. I'm just out of it. I'm lost.
Thank you. I was trying to sound smart. Kaito at Kaito Nightguard from Twitter asks, does a bar hit the bar if the bar is a bar, or does the bar just the bar to others bar while in a bar?
Yes, because a bar can hit another bar being a bar because they are both bars and therefore have the qualities of a bar, which means they can hit each other as bars.
Talk about laying down some bars.
Sick bars, bro. Oh, man.
At Mothpunk, Fairy the Moth Pony asks, why don't you do rough vocals more often? It seems like you usually have guests do them now since Reinvent.
Oh, jeez. Well, oh man. See, I've talked about this before. Like, I don't really do them anymore, but I say that. And my last album, I think, had at least 2 songs where I was screaming the whole way through the song. I think Betrayer and one of the R4 tracks, I was screaming the whole way through. I know some of the other tracks I screamed on. It's just I don't do them live at all because I've fallen into I don't know I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe my technique was bad. I used to be able to sing and scream whenever I fucking felt like it, and it was easy. But nowadays I can do one or the other. And if I sing for a day, I cannot scream for that day at all. If I do the other way around, then it's the same thing, but vice versa. So like, and yeah, dedicating whole days to doing it is just not the best, and I lose a lot of time, and I'm not even that good at it, is my opinion. Like I'm all right. I just think there's many other people better than me available to do that, so I just ask them, and yeah, and like if I can help someone get more like recognition and stuff, then fuck yeah, more good stuff, hooray! Like my music's better for it, and they get some fucking they get some exposure, hooray!
Yeah, nice.
Oh man, but yeah, like that's the reason for that, pretty much.
Fair enough. Otherwise, you can just drop the mids, put the gain at 10. You know, it'll
Oh,
sound
yeah.
fine.
Dude, a friend of mine, actually one of the guys I have who used to do screaming for me a lot, an RG Pony, he made a video on how to scream like PrinceWhateverer, because he uses the techniques that I showed him, and he just totally fucking, oh god, I know, it just makes fun of me, and it's fucking hilarious. It's a good video.
We'll have to link it in the description.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Prince Kane is up next at Kane Prince. What inspired you to make music, and have you jerked to a pony before?
What inspired me to make music? A friend of mine in high school was a really, really good guitarist, and I was like, that guy's cool. I'm not cool and have no friends. I want to be like that guy. So,
What a combination! What a combination of questions.
before that, I hated music. I thought music was stupid, just out of the whole thing. I was like, don't care about it. But after that, I was like, man, music is so cool. And secondly, yes. Easy.
Yes, good. Let's see, Heavy Song, and his Twitter handle is at Seizure, because I am not saying that. It is like
I know that
capital
guy.
D8XD. Anyway.
Yeah.
Are you married to Manta Subasa? How did you meet? Always been interesting. You will.
Oh, excuse me. God, I'm getting burpy. No, we're not technically married. We just do that whole meme where, you know, you call your GF your wife and she calls you her husband and all that stuff. But no, we probably will get married. Like our 5-year anniversary was yesterday. Good time.
Aww, happy
It's been a while.
anniversary.
Hey, thank you. But,
Yeah, man.
Hey, yeah, it's been good. But yeah, okay, what was the rest of the question? I swear there was more to the question than just are you married?
How did you two meet?
How did we meet? We actually met forever ago, like when I was, God, I think I hadn't even started college yet, and she was in high school and stuff. But like we were both dating different people, and then it turns out both the people we were dating were total pieces of shit, and we just kind of hung out for a bit, and it turned out we liked each other, and 5 years later we're still here, so hooray!
Hooray!
Yeah, it was a good time. I still need to take those 2 drinks from before.
I have to admit,
Oh.
I did a very quick Google search on Manta Subasa to prep for this question, and while there isn't much of a YouTube present there, she likes Bob the Drag Queen, and I approve. This is
Oh, she's huge into Drag Race and stuff, or drag culture.
Yes! Yes! Another Drag Race person!
Who's your current favorite? Hers is Jada.
You mean in this season or in general?
I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with it that much. I only know
No
what she says.
spoilers for this season. Priest is not caught up with me with this season, so no this season.
Okay. All I know is that there's one called Jada, and that's her favorite. That's it.
Jada's very, very fashionable, but I am much more up with, you know. Oh, I liked Jackie Cox, but now because I mean her name is Jackie Cox. Come on, Jack.
It's a pretty good meme, yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay. But the one I like, she does clown makeup every single time on purpose, and I love her. And your girlfriend know who that is.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
Hold on.
Hawthorne Bunny from chat asks, how do you pronounce JYC?
Oh, like the musician's name? I say Jikro. That's what he told me. So
Jikro.
I guess I can't really argue with what he told me. So yeah, I'd say Jikro.
And that's in a
Or
reference
Jeek.
to your latest collaboration.
Yeah.
Hype.
Yeah. People seem to really like that song. Exploded, dude. I was like, what the hell?
It's a fucking good song.
I mean, yeah, like, oh my god, funny story. Like, when we were making that song, well, he basically made most of the song. I just kind of refined it a bit, kind of, I guess. But I thought like, yeah, this is a cool song. It's all right. It's pretty sweet. I didn't think it would explode, like, cause there's songs where you get that feeling like this is something special. But I thought this is pretty good. And then we got to the end. It was done. We already submitted it to Ponies at Dawn, and then I was like, wait, I think we can make this better. Like, because I was like, okay, the ending is just the chorus again, but we need to make it bigger and different because like it needs to end on a really high and powerful, like kind of crescendo, you know. So and he was like, I already submitted it to Ponies at Dawn. I was like, tell him, because we were late already. I was like, tell him to wait another week. And he was like, dude, we're like 2 weeks late. And I was like, just do it, please, just trust me. And so like we added the extra, we fixed some lyrics because the person who wrote the lyrics, she's super freaking good, but because she's not a native English speaker, her like some of the grammar was a bit off. So I like just said like just change these and it'll be totally fine. Everything will be great. So we did that, and then I said like add a bunch of harmonies at the end. We need more of those. We need to like have it end on a really high note, and it will be sweet. And so we did it, and I don't know. I feel like maybe that helped a little bit. So I feel really cool about it. I feel like I contributed something because most of the song was him and her. They both wrote pretty much everything. I just added some guitars and drums, yeah, and mixing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy with that song. It turned out really well, and it has totally blown up against my expectations. So I cannot be any happier about that. Huh. Yeah.
Well, that goes for our first batch of Twitter questions. We got some more that we'll do a little later. We're going to head over to our thread on Film Fiction and get some of our regular questions in. So let's start with Arcade Striker JK5, who asks, what is your favorite non-MLP franchise?
Non-MLP? I think it has to be Star Wars. Like, I mean, yeah, it's like as much as what I said earlier, it's still Star Wars. I love Star Wars only because of Clone Wars Season 7. Oh, it's
yes.
absolutely saved it. Oh, that and Mandalorian, those both absolutely saved it.
Right?
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, I enjoyed Episode 9, like as a kind of like popcorn flick, turn your brain off kind of thing. It was fun, but yeah, I had a fun enough time with it. But like, when everyone's like, "Oh, it's bad because of these reasons," I'm like, I know, just let me be happy. I know it sucked. I know it actually sucked. Just let me have this.
Was your favorite part that kid who held up the broom at the end?
Oh, that's the Episode 8, dude. Don't. Oh no, I couldn't even switch off my brain for Episode 8. I was just mad the whole time. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Oh man. Yeah, I don't know.
When you get so mad, your hate boner just disappears into the wind.
I truly did let the hate flow through me on that one. Oh man. Rough stuff. I mean, like, I don't know. Okay, I think I have to like delve into a second level of fucking brain off for that movie because I enjoy the space fights, like the one in the beginning with the really bad, stupid bombers versus the supremacy. I'm like, oh, this is cool. If it wasn't a Star Wars movie, like, I mean, sure, I'll just ignore that lightsabers exist and enjoy it for what it is, I guess. Or, well, enjoy it for what it is not, 'cause I treat it like it's not a Star Wars movie, but, you know, I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about that movie.
No, that's like totally fair.
Oh man, but yeah, like I still love Star Wars. Oh yeah, still absolutely. I'm so hyped for the Kenobi series, the Ahsoka series. I'm just waiting.
I thought they canceled the Kenobi series though.
No, it was gonna be a movie, but they took it away from being a movie and turned it into a series. Because like the theory is that the Mandalorian was like the kind of tester to see if people would like a Star Wars series, and Mandalorian blew up. So they're like, okay, Kenobi's gonna be a series, not a movie. And now they've said that, and they're gonna make the Ahsoka series as well, and I'm hyped for that.
Nice.
But when am I getting my Jar Jar Binks series?
Oh man, the prequels are your Jar Jar Binks series. Get out of here.
If you want more Jar Jar Binks, go read the comics where they turn him into Sith Lord.
Did they actually, like in the Legends comics? Oh
yes,
man.
They did that in the new comics to justify him being so fucking retarded.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they turned him into the unassuming Sith Lord, pretty much. You know, you wouldn't guess he was, and that was a fan theory for the longest fucking time.
Oh man, I want them to like have him like drop the veil of his stupid voice and have like a deep, menacing like British accent. Like, you fools!
He says, "I'm tired of your shit."
Yeah. Oh, you've fallen right into my trap. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck is happening? If that had happened in a movie, dude, that would have been so sick.
Like he just speaks perfect English, like in a British voice.
Yeah, oh dude, because they always make bad guys British. Like
They
Doctor
do.
Dick Dastardly, he has a British. I love British accents. Like fucking, I'm trying to think. I at least have so many examples. Like Tarkin, Moff Tarkin, he has a
Yeah.
British voice. Does
Yeah.
Palpatine? I think Palpatine does as well.
He's got
Sort of. It's really upper class though.
Yeah, yeah, super.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah.
The next question is semi-related.
Mm.
Have you created any fan content for a non-MLP franchise?
Yeah. Oh man. Why are you gonna do this to me?
Mike Chappell isn't a franchise.
Yeah. Okay. So before Ponies, just when I'd first got my first guitar, which was like one of those nylon string Spanish style guitars, there was
Grandpa's
a book.
guitars.
Grandpa's guitar, one of those things. Cheers.
Frank.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's not, no, he says one of those wooden things. Okay, I got it wrong. I fucked it.
yes.
Oh, man. But yeah. Anyway,
Drink even
before
more.
just as I first picked up my first guitar, I was into this book series that's by an author called Darren Shan, and it's about vampires. It's like Twilight if Twilight wasn't garbage. And I mean the book series, not the horse. The horse is awesome. But yeah, I was so into that. I wrote like a fanfic about it. I did fan art for it, but I was like 14. It was all absolutely awful. That's the first like non-MLP fan content. After that, I don't think I did anything up until after MLP. I did like one song for Ori and the Blind Forest, the first game, because like I love that game. And I'm probably gonna do one for the second game, and probably do a track or two for Hollow Knight because I love Hollow Knight. Hype for Silk Song, super hype for Silk Song. But yeah, that's the only non-horse fan content I really have made. Yeah, as far as I can remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Awesome.
Hey.
Next question is: would you prefer to rock and roll all night or party every day?
I mean, well, there are different times. I could do both, but I probably would lack a lot of sleep. Okay. Oh man, that's a hard one.
It's times that like these you need to keep it simple, stupid.
I'ma say party every day purely because I did a thing where I played I think I played 7 cons in 5 months, and they're all in different countries, and that destroyed me. So the rock and rolling thing, not a good time because you gotta be singing all the time and playing, and it just, man,
Holy shit.
The same
So
as
this
you
is
can
like.
beat. Oh, go on.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say like this is just like one of those super cool things that I love about fucking brony musicians. Like you are an international touring artist.
I mean, I was for that 1 year.
Praise.
What?
You like fucking brony musicians?
Oh, got him.
Will you sing Pencil?
I'm not a brony! Name one song I've done for this fandom besides my dumb little parody things I do just for you guys.
Let me think about it.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Jack of a Few Trades is up next, asking number 1. Clearly, someone's a prog snob because they're asking, "What is your favorite time signature to write in?"
4/4. I don't think I've ever written anything not in 4/4. I like basic music. I don't know. I feel like when you get too proggy with your music, it gets a bit self-indulgent, and I'm not about that. I just want it to sound good to me and to most other people who listen to it. And yeah, I'm not trying to be like super fancy. In the early days, I kind of was, even though I still was in 4/4. Like, I'd write a lot more complicated riffs and more complex solos, but I'd listen back and be like, this isn't like I know technically because I did it that it's impressive on a technical level. Like other guitarists might care, but like most people who like don't care about what kind of scale you used and what like formations you were like using to jump around the fretboard. It's like no one cares. It's like so what do I care? It's like it doesn't make the song sound better. It might make it more impressive to another guitarist or a producer, but the fuck does other people care? It's like, and I don't listen to songs like me myself. I don't listen to songs for how technically impressive they are. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's just not worth it.
So
yeah.
the thumbnail title is PrinceWhateverer fucking hates John Petrucci.
Man, no, like okay. I feel like I may have just told everyone that prog is basically shit and you shouldn't like it. No, prog is cool. It's impressive, and I do like some stuff. Like, because while I may not listen to it on daily, if one of my friends who's into prog shows me a song, I'm like, yep, that's a cool song. It's very well made. It's technically very good, and I can appreciate the skill that went into it. But I just won't listen to it on the daily because it's not my kind of jam. If you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
that's
totally fair. I'm just shitting with you, man. Like, I'm a Dream Theater Between the Buried and Me fan, but I tell you what, it's just like everything at its own time and place.
Yeah, Dream Theater are fucking sweet though. Like, yeah, I may not jam them on the daily, but if a friend puts them on, I'm like, hell yeah, dude, I'm down. Let's fucking jam and shoot.
Yes. Question number 2 is, does it gent?
Does it gent? Well, what is it? Oh.
It's it.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, like the clown from the horror movie.
Like clown, like
does he?
Clown?
Yeah, he does a cool dance. I think he could gent. He's pretty spooky. He's pretty intimidating.
Wait, could Pennywise gent? Is that what we've got?
Give
my boy an 8-string. I want to see what he's got. I want to see.
This bit went completely off the rails. I fucking love that this is what we do every week.
Okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna give Pennywise some fucking Ibanez 8-string. He's got to go out. Okay, but no strings. He's gotta get the strings himself. He's gonna find 8 kids to fucking gut and use their intestines as the strings.
Hey, so by the way, now that you've brought it up, the best part of the human body to use for a musical instrument is absolutely in the legs. If you're going to use tendons, use the tendons in the legs. They have the best tensile strength and can be stretched and dried and turned into musical instruments. So do that. Also, you can use human fat to grease violin bowstrings.
No guts.
Don't at me, Cannibal Corpse.
No guts, no glory, my dude. Oh man, nice. Well, we learned something today.
Always happy to
Central
help.
have done research, so says the Intibus. Nice.
No one should be surprised that I'm giving you these details. It's not like I'm sitting. At least it's not that day that I'm sitting here explaining to you how duck penises and vaginas work. Okay, kids? Like, it could be worse.
Aren't duck penises they're like screws or something?
Something like that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just gonna say that ducks are weird rapists. That's all.
Interesting. Okay.
Speaking of weird rapists, Entibus is up next. I'm so sorry. That was the worst segue.
I'm proud of you. Entibus is in the chat right now, probably going.
Entibus is a nice fellow, and I love you. Number one. What is the best ship and worst ship?
Oh man. Jeez. Oh man. I wanted to be like a smartass and like use actual like battleships, but I'm not gonna be that guy. Jeez, I'm not sure. The worst ship. I kind of want to say Cheese and Pinky purely because it's super obvious, but that doesn't really make it bad. I don't know. The worst ship. Oh man, I'm not sure because every single ship I'm like and then I kind of think about it a little bit more. I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Starlight and Anakin.
Oh, if we're going outside just MOP, okay. Starlight and Anakin, I mean...
They both hate sand.
When did Starlight hate sand?
Does she hate sand?
Well, I imagine she likes kites, and the opposite of kites is sand, so...
the objective opposite of a kite is sand. Okay. I think Twilight and Discord is my least favorite. I just think it looks weird.
I think that's fair.
Does it not like looks weird? I don't know. Cause I'm okay with Discord and Celestia. I just think Twilight and Discord. I'm like I can't see that happening.
What about Shining Armor and Peach Bottom? Remember when she hit on him?
Oh god, like the knot inspector.
Yeah, her. Remember when she just like zoomed in with those come hither eyes on him?
It's like I've never met a real prince before or whatever. It's like oh jeez, here we go. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like no thanks. I don't think Cadence would. Well, I was gonna say I don't think Cadence would stand for that cuckold bullshit, but fucking Chrysalis went there.
I'm okay with this.
I
damn
mean,
it.
there's enough fan content around it. I think a lot of the fandom's okay with that. But yeah, I think Twilight and Disco is my least favorite. I really like Sunburst and Starlight. It's got the whole childhood friend thing going on, and they're just sweethearts, and I love them both. Oh man! Although I'm absolutely sure that Sunburst would bottom for Starlight. He's a bitch. Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
100%.
without a
Yeah.
doubt.
And his
Yeah.
mom would be in the sidelines giving notes.
Now-
God.
Now our next song is going to make you choose your children a little bit.
Next song.
what's
Oh
your-
jeez.
What is your favorite song you've ever worked on?
Ooh.
It's got okay. Because this actually been pretty easy recently. Because like before last year, it was really hard to answer this kind of question. But now it's Solidarity. Absolutely, 100%. Like.
Solidarity is a fucking good song.
Thank you a lot. Oh man, because like for a long time I was like trying to like hold back my inner horse cringiness that I know I still have. It's been there ever since 2011. It's not gone anywhere. But I'm trying to be like, I'm gonna be like a professional, make my songs. I'm not gonna put horse words in my songs and make them more accessible to normal people. Like, haha, marketing. And then I was like, you know what? Nah, fuck that. I'm still here. I still give a fuck about this fandom. Shut the fuck up. And I just put all my horse feels in that one song, and it worked out really well, I feel. So yeah, that's my favorite right now.
Awesome.
Unapologetic horse song.
Next question is, what's your opinion on them fighting herds?
Oh man, I still haven't played it. I've been meaning to play it for years. Oh jeez. I haven't played it, but apparently, didn't it get a spot at like Evo or something, and like Smash
Yep.
didn't?
Yep.
What's the deal with that? That's hilarious.
That's the power of
Oh.
horses.
I mean, yeah, I was so hyped when that happened. I was like, yo, fucking sweet. But I've not played the game, but it looks pretty sweet. And if it got a spot where Smash didn't, I can only imagine that's a good thing. Oh, it's on Evo Online because netcode. Instrument. I just read the word he said in chat. Interesting. Oh, but yeah, like I've not played it. It looks really cool. I like the character designs. It looks like it plays pretty well. I don't know. It looks like it plays like kind of not really smashy, like Street
It's
Fighter.
more Street Fighter, yeah. It's a combo
Yeah.
fighter, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's more so based on Skullgirls, honestly, because they use the same engine. The creators are like, here, use ours, because Hasbro fucked you.
Yeah. I was gonna say like if I remember the name, yeah, Skullgirls definitely same kind of thing in my eyes. But yeah, it looks cool. I definitely want to grab it soon as I get some more money because I'm a broke ass bitch. But yeah, at some point.
Next question that we have is, can you do a Diamond Dog impression? Kind of like a little bit between a Golem or a vocal flare.
What are they even? Like that's like season 1. I swear. What do they even sound like?
Ponies are going to be ground up into food.
But
Yeah,
with more
I-
like gumminess. You need more gumminess in the voice.
There's no way I can do that.
Yes, you can. Don't lie. It said, "Can you try? Do a try. Try."
Let me limber up real quick. Oh, I'm a crunchy boy.
Visualizing SpongeBob doing his licking his lips before playing clarinet. Got it.
Oh man, because the one of them has a really high voice. It's like there's no way. I can't do it.
That was really good.
No, can't do it. I can't even try, dude. It's awful.
That was an attempt. I will consider that an attempt.
Yeah.
An attempt was made. Next question. Have you had any songs that you've wanted to make but just haven't been able to, or it didn't come out right?
Like yeah, there's like it's always a challenge making the song you envision in your head kind of appear in the real world. It's just you never get it right. Your Own Sky, kind of, although that did turn out pretty well in the end. Although that song was written, I think I wrote like literally 8 whole sets of lyrics for that and recorded each one, and I was like, no, they all just sound lame. And then just one night I wrote the last set, and because usually it took me like a week to write one, so I just kept going and pushing myself, even though I just couldn't get anything. And then one night I just wrote the whole song in one, and I was like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. But it's still not what I kind of imagined, and I don't know. I've wanted to make a kind of Breaking Bonds is also another one that like it turned out well, but not what I imagined. I imagined something more where there's like dubstep elements kind of throughout the whole track, and like it would jump between like heavy dubstep drops and like chunky guitar chuggas and all that kind of stuff. But the way it ended up is like it's sections instead as it goes through the song, which it worked, and it made it more interesting as it went through because things were changing constantly throughout the song. But yeah, that's definitely one that didn't come out as I imagined. I'm trying to think one that did come out as well. Because like luckily those ones, like example, they both worked in the end. They're just not what I imagined. I'm trying to think of one that just didn't work. I'm not sure actually. Like usually if it doesn't work, I just won't release it. I'll just be like, nah, we're trying again, and just scrap the whole thing and just start over.
I hope that
Until
is not how you look at sex.
I mean, well, once you start with that, you kind of roll in, so can't really back out now. Geez, but yeah,
See, you're not a fan of the pull-out method. Got it.
I'm not. Why would I be? Oh,
See, you guys are talking about pulling out, and I'm sitting over here back in like, 2015, 2014, and like, Breaking Bonds is my fucking jam.
Hey, Priest,
Oh,
the tangent.
yeah.
Hey, Priest,
Sorry.
the tangent.
I'm sorry.
I think Breaking Bonds worked well. I think it was cool. It's not what I imagined it would have been. Like, yeah, like, and like, it means I still have the opportunity to make the song that I wanted to make. So, I mean, now we get Breaking Bonds and the other song, maybe. So we'll
Yay!
see. Yay! But yeah, like, yeah, it's about that.
We're gonna jump to our next question asker, Hawthorne Bunny, who asked, "Does it annoy you when people misspell your name as PrinceWhateverer?"
No, it's totally fine because that's what I wanted it to be. It's just that name was taken, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna add an extra ER in the end and call it there, and that worked. So I was like, cool. This was before this was 2009. I made that account, so like I wasn't planning to become like anything on YouTube. I was like, who cares, whatever. So, but yeah,
Fair.
like, yeah. Haven't heard that before.
I'm sure you have.
Oh.
Number 2. What are your thoughts on the Young Six, and who is your favorite?
I actually really like him. Oh man. Oh, who's my favorite though? I kind of like.
Smolder.
Her and Gallus together. Although, kind of not, because they're similar. Their personalities are kind of similar, and I like the difference between like, what you call it, the contrast between like one of them. If one of them was super confident, one of them wasn't. But they're kind of similar. I think Gallus is the more level-headed one, and he's a bit less what would you say? He's a bit less headstrong. He's still quiet, but not as much as she is, and then she's like the opposite of that. So like they're not completely opposite of each other, but they're similar, but they are opposite in certain ways. Like if you know what I mean. I don't know. They're opposites of each other, but closer to the center of the spectrum. If you get what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm just talking absolute shit right now, dude. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna drink more, so I stopped caring about how stupid I am.
Well, there's something we just have to say. What's a vulgar word for having sex?
No, that's not that vulgar. I was gonna say bang, but it's not that bad. That's like the nice word for it.
Starts with F. What's a vulgar word for having sex?
Frick.
I'm so mad. I'm just gonna do it then. Fuck! Now we can drink.
Oh, yeah, I'm pouring another one. Give me a second.
All right, up next, who would win in a fight? Empress Daybreaker, Nightmare Moon, or Nightmare Cadence?
I like how Nightmare Cadence is just Cadence.
Ooh.
Let's be clear.
I mean, she forces people to fuck. That is her job. That sounds like horrifying to me.
Just with a fucking moustache. This kid with a fucking villain moustache. I love it. Holy shit.
And she's over there, and she's just over there like, I just want to help people fall in love, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
Whether they're related or not.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. I'm gonna be lame and go off what I saw in the canon and call Daybreaker, because in the fight with Daybreaker and Nightmare Moon, Daybreaker totally fucking owned Nightmare Moon in that fight. So like I reckon if she was actual real, she would just who's dreaming? No, that was
Starlight had
Dream.
a bullshit imagination.
Oh no, Leo, it was Starlight's dream. It was Starlight's dream. I was gonna say if it was Celestia's dream, then obviously she's gonna make herself more powerful, but no, it wasn't hers. So I'm gonna call Daybreaker. I think Daybreaker might win.
Sweet. Number 4. Does the single diamond of sound-absorbing panels on your wall actually work?
It has an effect. They're Well, they don't really absorb sound. Well, kind of. No. The ones I have, they're mostly for looks. They're like actual, real high density acoustic diffusion foam is fucking expensive. I got a drink. Give me a second. but mm. but yeah, these ones they do the job a little bit. They're mostly for looks. But yeah, like it's not really about what you use or like how much of it you have. It's like where you place it, because like. I don't want to get into this because it's a long fucking talk about like how acoustic treatment works. But basically, there's like reflection points in your room, like where you want to basically stop any reflection from your speakers going anywhere but straight into your ears. And the primary reflection points are right behind the speakers if they're close to a wall, and then on the walls to the side of the speakers, because it's going to bounce straight off that straight back at you. So you basically go to the wall, pin a mirror to the wall, and then sit where you're going in your listening position, like in your chair at your PC or your fucking whatever you want to call it, and you look into that mirror, and wherever in that reflection you see the speaker is where you need to put your phone. So like then you like mark that out, put your phone there, because that's the point of first reflection. So yeah, you do that, and then just behind the speaker in general, just wipe the whole wall behind the speaker, and then to the side wherever that reflection would be. That's the most efficient way. And then once you get like expensive stuff, you can kind of put more around, make the whole room sound dead as heck. Yes. And yeah, there's a thing.
Short and sweet. When you see someone like throwing out acoustic foam and they don't know how much it costs or what it's worth, do not be ashamed to jump in that dumpster and fish it out, because that's what I did, and that's how I made my studio.
Oh, nice, dude. Easy.
Oh god, I touched dumpster foam.
Dumpster foam.
That's dumpster foam.
Thanks.
I cleaned it.
Does this rule of dumpster diving also apply to your Cadence shrine? Is that how it grew so big?
We're moving on. Famous Last Words is up next.
Ooh.
What did you like better, your cover of Whitechapel or your cover of the Amity Affliction?
Definitely the Amity cover. Like I love Whitechapel, and I think the way we ponified that song, that was more of the objective with that stuff, to make a ponified version of it. Whereas Pittsburgh, the Amity song, we just wanted to cover it. And I don't know, Amity are one of my favorite bands of all time. Like Whitechapel are up there, but they're kind of there for like the meme, purely because they're like super heckin' heavy, and it's heavy to the point of where it's just hilarious how brutal it sounds. But yeah, Pittsburgh, I just unironically love that song, absolutely adore that band, one of my absolute favorites, and I just wanted to cover one of their tracks. And yeah, like if I love a track or a song that much, I don't want to ponify it, because I feel like the lyrics I come up with will just be cringy and I will ruin the song. So I just want to leave it. But yeah.
You're fucking right. No, but no, This Could Be Heartbreak and Pittsburgh are fucking amazing albums.
Oh, This Could Be Heartbreak, so good. Drag the Lake, so good.
Number 2.
Good.
What's your favorite song you've ever written? We kind of covered that a little bit, but
yeah, like Solidarity, I guess is the one. But I mean, if you want a different one, okay, let's imagine that one doesn't exist. I don't know. I've ever written probably Frailty. I've said this on other like podcast things, but like there's this ideal of the perfect song in my head, and because like it's the same kind of music that I listen to. Like you got like a kind of more kind of laid back verses, some like a breakdown in there somewhere, like a pre-chorus that's kind of like building up towards something. Then you got a big chorus, and you got like a second chorus that's like it kind of builds off what the first chorus is doing. And that's what Frailty was, and I didn't quite achieve the exact thing I wanted, but it's about as close as I ever got before Solidarity, because that kind of follows the same kind of formula. But yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Next question is, do you remember writing Breaking Bonds, the song that showed me fandom music in the first place, as famous? Or is that all in the past at this point?
Oh man, I remember it. I remember it well, dude. Probably because for years after that song, I fucking hated it. I hated that song so much.
Oh my god!
It's not because of the song. It's like it was like not even drama. It was like some petty stuff around how it was released and who released it and stuff. It was kind of stupid.
We don't talk about fandom drama here because this is the zone. Away from that.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna like mention names. Like, and it wasn't even drama back then, because I never said anything about it. I just kind of let it happen. I was like, fine, whatever. I'll just be mad. I'll just seethe in silence. But
that's how I like to be mad.
Is there a word you say when you're angry and seething?
No, but I can drink this whiskey.
How can you drink that
Hey.
whiskey if you don't say the magic word?
Wait, we have to say the word? Is that the rule?
Yeah, you guys say the
No.
word, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've
Maybe.
said it like 3 times and didn't drink it before, so I'll take it, dude.
Fuck.
Okay, there we go.
Next
But
question
yeah,
is, do you Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna go about like how the song is fucking made. I don't know. Do you want to get bored with that stuff?
I would love to hear it. We have a billion questions. and
Everybody
so
wants
for
a piece of you.
because everyone wants to suck your dick, including me. We're gonna move to the next question so that everyone
Sure.
has a chance to ride the pickle Rick. I mean Rickle
Hey.
stick. I mean
The Rickle stick. I like that.
Rickle stick.
Oh my god.
do you prefer writing the softer, more punk style songs or the heavier songs?
I most prefer the kind of in between stuff like Frailty, Solidarity. No, Solidarity I guess would be kind of softer. There's no screamy or chuggy in it. It's all just like there's a riff and some singing. That's about it. But the middling stuff like Frailty, there's no screamy, but it's got some chuggy stuff. Fight This War, I really like doing that one. Conviction, those kind of songs that are like they got some screamy parts and singing parts, and there's like it's got like a little bit of everything. I really like doing those ones. Those are my favorite.
Sort of like
Sure.
Taking Flight.
Taking Flight, kinda. That's all like mostly riffy, and it has got chuggies in it as well. And like the singing chorus. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, that was one of the ones where it was like I wrote really complex guitar riffs in that, and like that one actually sounded really nice. I actually like how that one sounded. So that one's kind of exempt from what I said earlier. But yeah, sorry. And
So-
go ahead.
So, who is best pop punk? Ready, go.
Ooh, best pop punk.
Yeah, I will fight you. So come on, let's do this.
I'm trying to think. Like, do I want to classify best by like the classic guys or like the
No,
ones
no, best, objectively best, no personal opinion. Who is best pop punk?
Oh man, would you pull Green Day pop punk? I don't know about that.
I would not, just because I don't want you to give that as a fucking answer.
Can't argue with that.
Plagiarizing bastards. Anyway.
I'm trying to pop. Jeez, because I haven't really listened to much. I know Neck Deep got really popular. I liked a few of their songs, but I don't know if I call them the best because I haven't heard enough of them. You know what?
Quietly
I'm gonna-
stepping away from MCR. Got it.
You know what? I'm gonna call absolute wild card. Fucking Sunrise Skater Kids.
What the fuck, dude?
They're an absolute meme, but
Why? Why did you do this?
they 1000% encapsulate everything it means to be pop punk, even though they're satirical. They absolutely get it. They understand.
There's so many better options. Fuck, man.
Nah. Best, absolutely best. 100%.
Okay, I have to kill you later, just so you know. We're good, but I have to kill you later. We can continue.
Well, if it wasn't gonna be Rona, it's gonna be something else.
Oh my fucking
Oh God! Well,
Just call me Rona, bitch.
Can't beat the Rona.
my Corona. The next post on FinFic has too many questions, so to fill us up until our halfway point.
Just hold on, but really quick, just post the picture and say you had a blast and all that.
Oh yeah, so then Famous posts the picture that he took with you, says he's a big fan, he saw you at BronyCon, the Wall of Death was great, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
Hey, that's so awesome. Thanks for hanging out, my dude. Oh man, which BronyCon was that? Wait, I'm judging by the blonde in my hair. That must have been 2018. Jay's in the background. That's 2018, 100%.
And hey, Chris, do you want to do the mid-roll ad now? While our guests pees if they need to pee?
I was going to ask one question from Twitter first.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
Because Yingwar at WinWar1 asks, if you committed tax evasion, which pony would you shift the blame into if you got caught?
Ooh, probably Pinky. I think she could talk so much random crap so quick that they would just leave her alone for it. So no one would get in trouble. Everybody wins.
Perfect.
Only because I actually saw that question before and actually thought about it.
Now it's pee time. I mean break time. I mean ad time. Hey, Pencil.
Hey, what?
You know what's music to my ears?
I can't do that live on stream, honey.
Fucking music.
Oh. Okay, but
If you want to donate money to,
Oh my god.
if you want to
What is
donate,
it? What? Transition? you've literally ever done. Oh my god. Alex is in the chat doing a better job than you, just saying go here and posting a link. Okay, what charity do we do, Priest? Just what is our charity? Tell us about it.
We give money to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary in mid-California, where we sponsor a horse by the name of Little Bit. You guys voted. We sponsored them, and last year we were able to donate over $700 thanks to your guys' donations, whether it's through YouTube revenue, giving us a rating on iTunes to give us more exposure, donating on Patreon, or giving us bits in the chat. Hey, Pencil, how do they do the bits? Yeah, no, I'm gross.
That's fine. I am too. There's a little diamond in the lower right-hand side of your chat bar. You click it, then you watch an ad under Get Bits. You watch the ad, you get free bits. You give us the bits. The bits translate into actual real-world money. We get bits. We give it to horses. They get to use it on hookers and blow. It's great. We have a request from the chat. I'm really excited about it. Hey, Prince, are you there?
Yes.
Could you please give us like a 5-word jingle or something for Red Wings Horse Sanctuary off the cuff?
If you like horse cock, give these guys a lot of bits so their horses can buy hookers and blow.
That sounds like mine. It's so great. Thank you.
It's so good!
Yay! Next #1 hit on YouTube.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna upload it on SoundCloud as a ringtone for anyone who wants it.
Oh man.
So
You're absolutely gonna clip that. So thank you.
Oh man. Oh jeez.
Oh, that's
We'll
good.
set it to Green Day for you. How's that?
Hooray.
And that too. That'll be one of the drops.
Wake me up when the hookers end. All right. The next set of questions that we have are from Terry the Human. Are you ready, Prince?
Sure.
Fuck yes. What is your favorite and least favorite MLP episode?
Ooh. Oh man, it's so hard to answer that because I need to have like an objective kind of like comparison between all the episodes. I feel like I need to watch through season 1 to 9 like all in one day, what you can't physically do, but all in one, like over like a few days. I need to watch them all and do nothing else basically. Oh god, but for memory, geez, most favorite, it's either Lesson Zero, because man, that episode blew my mind back when I first got into horses, or the one where they find the Kirin village. I love that episode. And
Such a good song.
Dude, yes it is. But but at least I don't even know why this is my least favorite. It just springs to mind when I think of if I ask myself the question, what episode do you not like? This one just comes to mind, and I can't tell you why. But it's the one where Cadence comes to visit Twilight, and they just like just to hang out and have a nice time. And then Discord just is a dick the whole time. Like he's the one. It's like the one where he's like blue, and he's like, "Oh, I have the blue flu" or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, bring me a cup of water" or whatever, and he has that song about it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, just fuck off, please. I legit want to sit here and watch Cadence and Twilight, just have a nice time. I want to watch them just vibe out, and have a good time, just chilling out, talking about like, "Oh, how's your day been?"
You want
like,
to.
Sorry, go on.
You wanted to see them lez out at a Star Swirl convention, but Discord came and ruined it.
I mean, I just think like as much as people hate Cadence, her friendship with Twilight is just really wholesome, and I love it, and I just love seeing them get to hang out and have a nice time together. And he ruined that. Like, you're a piece of shit for doing this.
Right, we would have actually gotten some character development for the Mary Sue waifu priest.
It's like our perfect pony, newly appointed purple princess gets to hang out with the pony pink princess, and you have taken that from me, you weird, not like you asymmetrical fuck. Go away. I don't know. That just upset me. Okay, I lied. I can name exactly the reason why I hate that episode. Oh man. But yeah, there you go.
I'm liking you more and more. Just like the more your mouth opens. I'm joking.
Wow,
Oh,
I'm not
that's
really.
something I haven't heard before.
Number
played.
2. What are your top 3 memories as a brony?
Top 3. Jeez, top 3. I don't think I can really categorize them like in terms of like what was like the best one, because they're all pretty fucking sweet. But the very first time I went to BronyCon was BronyCon 2013, and I'd never flown by myself before. I'd never even gone to the States. Well, I had technically, but I was like 5 years old, so I don't really count it. But I went there in 2013 by myself. I'd never flown by myself anywhere, like, and I went to the States and went to BronyCon, and like within 20 minutes of the con starting, some guy wanted my autograph and a picture, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening, dude?" I was like, "What is this?" I don't even know how many songs I had back then. If people cared about my music, and I was just there to have a good time. And this guy's like, "Yo, can I get an autograph?" I'm like, "You're PrinceWhateverer, right?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like people know who I am. It's like it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy to me, and it still is pretty crazy every time. Like me and my friends started playing this game. When we go to a con, it's like, "Oh, how long does it take until someone recognizes AJ?" But like, it's a big meme, and I'm like, because usually it's not quick. It takes a while because no one knows what I look like really. But yeah, that time someone recognized me straight away, and I was like, holy crap! There's because when you're on the internet, like I don't live in the US, I don't really get to go to cons that often outside of my country, like because the US has all the big ones. So I don't really get recognized here if I go anywhere. So I was just like, I'm just making songs for the fun of it, and it's like I still do that, but like it was more so just for the fun back then. And it was just comments, people being nice, and you can't really put faces to names when it's like that. But when I went to America for the first time, and this guy comes up to me, like there's actual people who listen to my stuff. This is really strange because I'd never experienced attention like that before, and it felt amazing. But I was like, what do I do with this? What is this? Anyway, it was crazy. I'm rambling.
No, I can completely relate, and I understand. I'm scared that you've now shared this game because I really don't want it to start happening in our group because I'm not going to have a good time.
It's a fun game because like one random guy would suddenly be like, "Oh, are you PrinceWhateverer?" And then all my friends would be like, "Hey!"
I do that. We kind of do that.
Yeah, this poor guy's like, "What the fuck is happening, dude?" It's like, why is everyone shouting?
That's kind of what we do.
Oh, it's great. It's fun. It's hilarious.
I mean, I distinctly recall Flammenwerfer getting noticed in Publix. Was like, "Are you Flammenwerfer?" And I was like, "No, I thought he is!" And then everybody started screaming in German, and he was like, "Fucking A, please stop."
He lost his shit. And meanwhile, when it happens to me, I just try to hide.
When it happens to me, I have to say, "I'm not Pencils the artist. Please don't ask for my autograph."
All right. Up next, do you have the chance to read fan fiction at all?
Oh God.
I have read a couple, but only because it was semi-necessary to a project I was working on. I went and bought the physical edition of Fallout Equestria at I'm not sure if it was 18 or 19, but it was at one of the BronyCons, and
Right.
it's been on the table next to my bed for like at least a year, and I haven't read it yet because I'm just so busy all the time. But I really want to read it because everyone said it's super good.
That's totally fair. What does your reading just basically like My Little Dashie and kind of like the super popular ones, or
No,
even not at all? It's fine. Not even
the only
that,
ones
fine.
I've read are some of the ones to do with Shinoda's characters, Delta V and Jetstream. A couple of those ones I read.
Yes.
That's it. That's the only ones.
Shinoda G is such a cool dude.
Yes.
I'm about to burst at the seams. I really can't do more tangents or people.
Princess Birthday!
Okay.
Oh, God.
Who is worse, Zephyr Breeze or Spoiled Rich?
Zephyr Spoiled Rich is the mom, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because you match Filthy Rich. Zephyr. Phew. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know because they both kind of learned a lesson in their episodes. I think Zephyr.
Yeah, I'm sitting with Rav going,
Spoiled Rich
back and
never learned a lesson.
She acted like she did in the first episode where you like really get to see her with Diamond Tiara, but like then she comes back later and she's still a total bitch, so I don't really know about that one. Oh, but then again, Zephyr comes back and he's still a total fucking moron, so I don't know how to feel about either of them.
Yeah, I'll say this: at least Spoiled Rich looks like she fucking bathes with that fucking man bun sprouting out at all fucking angles.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Yeah, like, but then again, Zephyr's related to Fluttershy, which gives him like a ton of points, so I don't know.
Ew.
I'm sorry,
Like,
are you saying you befriend him just to bang her? Because I know people like that.
You're trying to bang Fluttershy through her brother.
Oh man, it's like go over like
That's
Zephyr's
visual.
place, like, so is your sister
I don't think
free?
that's.
I mean, that visual's really fucked. I'm sorry, that's all sort of incestuous. Can we please move on? Oh
I
god.
don't think that's how incest works.
I can be. Let's go.
Up next, we have, what are your favorite MLP male-female ships?
Oh, like straight hetero ships.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you have to go back to what I said before about Starlight and Sunburst, I guess. I mean, if we're doing another one apart from that, let me think. Oh, geez.
Banging the childhood friend. I see how it is.
Yeah, but I like a lot of anime. Okay, Childhood Friend is just
Yeah.
A+ every time.
Priest is creaming his pants right now over that. So good job.
Shut up!
No, will not. You're dating me. You signed on to this. What's the next question?
Which Barcast member would you turn into an alicorn?
Into an alicorn, man. Okay, let me jump into the thing here. I feel like giving Anon alicorn power would be too much. She seems like
that's
too
pretty
much
bad.
power already.
That's a very good assessment, actually.
She would be the princess of alcoholism.
Or cheese?
Man,
I
I
am
feel
the
like.
princess of the drink.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. That's such a strange. I don't know you guys well enough yet.
No, that's...
Give it to Priest so he can make girl noises.
No, shut up. That
Ooh.
wouldn't ever happen.
I mean, is that how that works? Does alicorn powers
yes.
make?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, trust me. Just say it and watch what happens.
This is a trap.
Sure,
Don't do it.
sure. Oh, trap, huh? Sure.
See?
Okay,
Amazing.
we're moving on. Shut up. If you could change one thing in any episode, what would it be and why would you do it?
Okay, I actually have thought about this before when it happened. Okay, so I'm gonna go into spoilers here for season 9 in case anyone hasn't seen it. If you haven't seen it already, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Sort it out. Like,
It's been like a
what?
year.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so Discord's justification for being Grogar is like, he's just, what was it? It's like, oh, I wanted to have them all fight and Twilight would win and then she'd feel good. My thought was like, all he had to do was say, you taught me the power of friendship. I wanted them to feel the same thing because they alluded to that. He made them start working together and they started being like, oh, maybe we can like work together. And then Chris is like, no, that's bad. After like kind of getting into it. So I was like, if he had just said, I was trying to teach them to be friends like you taught me, that would have fixed everything I didn't like about season 9's finale. I still love the finale, but like, that's the only thing I didn't like about it. Like if that would have been his justification, I think it would have been totally amazing. Like perfection. Fucking as far as I'm concerned anyway.
I was just trying to get them to cook me chicken tendies.
Yeah, I just wanted my tendies, man. Oh, geez. But yeah, like that's that for me. I don't know. I had some feelings about that when it happened.
We got so many more questions, so I'm going to jump to Alex _.
Okay.
Number 1, is there a secret to easily learning to play guitar or someone who loathes effort and learning?
The best way is to learn to play on guitar covers of songs, or just learn to play the songs that you like. And don't start like with crazy ones because you're just going to frustrate yourself and hate guitar afterwards. Start with ones that are
Stairway
pretty
to Heaven. Stairway to Heaven.
Ooh, that riff is actually pretty fucking hard.
It is. You're better off starting off with like Knocking on Heaven's Door or Wild Thing. Or...
Got it. So Sweet Home Alabama, understood.
Yo, man. It's like Blink 182. Like, it's all like. Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, rap. What's up? What's that rap?
Yeah.
All right. There are certain songs that, for some reason, will make you better just for playing them, and I find that they're particular to the person. For me, it's "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N' Roses. For some reason, practicing that song makes me better at playing guitar. I don't know what it is. It's the string skipping. There's chords and stuff in it that it's been a long time since I've played, but I get better every time I play that song. "Sweet Home Alabama," on the other hand, is just fun. It is just pure fun to play. I don't like country music, but that one I will play.
Yeah, I think "Sweet Home Alabama" is like an exception to country because everyone loves that song, dude. It's just a classic.
I
Absolutely.
actually don't know anyone who hates that song. That's a good point. We should not get on this tangent, but that's a great point.
Freebird!
Freebird. Oh man.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Hey,
Number 2. How do I become more rock and roll? Are there any specific phrases or mannerisms you can teach me to improve my cred?
Describe things you like as being dope. That's kind of a skater thing, a pop punky kind of thing, but like, it's the same shit, though.
I'm
Let me
not
just tell
referring
you,
to the band Dope.
let me just tell you, no, because that'll just make you sound Californian. We all say that.
Yeah, but all the pop
Not wrong.
punk bands are from Cali, dude. Come on.
Oh God, now you don't sound Californian because you called it Cali. Good job.
Hey.
Eh.
We got him. Oh man, but yeah, I don't know how to be rock and roll.
That's wicked dope, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you sound South Bay. Good job.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not actually American, so I don't know any of that kind of stuff. I'm just going with what I see on the internet.
Hold on, no, I'm gonna do a tangent, and you're gonna like it. Can you do
Yes,
an
I
American
like it.
accent?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna ask too. Do it.
I've been like semi doing one this like a lot of the like I've been like semi doing one this whole time. Like I don't sound like this. I don't know. It's not. I've said to people before like I'm kind of like a. Oh man, it's cringy. I don't know. It's like I'm kind of like a social chameleon, like whatever. Cause like it's the same language. It's English. So like all I gotta do is change how I say words, and it works.
Can you give us a Californian accent?
Oh, it's. I'm just sound like shining armor.
Do it. That's exactly right.
Twiley!
It's Wiley. Give me some fucking corn dogs, dude. That's what he says, right?
Yes.
That
Oh man.
that is wicked dope, yo.
Wicked dope. Oh man.
The next
I'm sorry to
question,
hear that.
we're gonna get personal.
Okay.
What's your hair care routine?
I just go in the shower and I shampoo it, and that's it. Then I rinse it, obviously, for there. Make it wet, shampoo it, rinse it, done. And brush it if it's too gross.
Fair enough.
Yes.
What is the worst thing you've ever had in your mouth?
The worst thing? Probably when I didn't know, like I went to a sushi bar with my ex-girlfriend, and I didn't know like wasabi is a thing you use like very sparingly. I just put the whole chunk in my mouth, and I basically died.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
listen.
rough. It was rough.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Up next, how much fish is two fish?
Priest. I
I'd
mean,
say
it does say how much fish is two fish. Good job, Alex. You fucked up. Continue.
oh, did someone write it out wrong or something?
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Cool. How much fish is two fish?
I'm gonna say 2 because I don't like fish that much. But I can eat 1.
You did it! You won the prize! Tell him what he won, Pencil!
Oh no.
You've won an all expenses paid trip to hell.
Oh god.
Number 6. How does a horse play guitar with hooves, though?
Ooh. See, I kind of imagined it was like the typewriters they had. I only had 2 buttons, but they only have like 2 frets. But I don't think that worked that well. How would you play
Does it
chords?
gent?
I mean, that's all they need. Yeah. Whew.
I remember someone once theorized that they have like little suction cups like starfishes underneath their hooves.
There's also a theory they have tiny tentacles.
Oh man, like
Oh no, hold on, let me get this. It's great.
Oh. No.
Continue. I'll bring it to you in a second. Just continue. with the
Well,
questions.
that's actually kind of in line with what's up for the next question, because other guy's up next, and he has our favorite questions for the recurring segment. How does this make you feel? In which we throw you pictures, or picture in this case, and ask, how do they make you feel? So how does this picture make you feel, Prince?
Oh, that just looks like it'd be ouchy. I don't know. That just looks painful, dude.
Is she shooting out the nails, or are they all aiming for her hooves?
Yes
they're
and
going,
no.
They're going in the hooves.
I think it's kind of both.
How do you know?
It's
Exactly.
a big oof.
It's a big hoop. It's a big hoop.
Big oof.
That just looks like a bad time. Whether or not she's shooting them out or they're getting shot into her, it just looks like a bad time.
So, on that note, how does this make you feel?
If it would embed, that'd probably be helpful. I'm just gonna click on the link. Fuck it. Oh yeah, I've seen this. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get grossed out by this stuff that much. It's just, it just looks kind of weird. It's like, why? It's just funny.
Anyway, what's next?
Up next, we have Diluted Acorn, who asks, what's your favorite game so far of 2020?
Oh, geez, give me 1 second.
Hey,
So-
Pencil.
Hey,
Sorry,
what?
say that again?
Oh no, go ahead. What's your favorite game of 2020?
22. Oh, geez, what games have even come out this year? Are you like games that I've played that came out this year, or games that I'm playing this year?
Doom Eternal.
I actually haven't
Animal
played it.
Crossing.
I haven't finished Doom 2016, dude. Fucking kill me. Oh my god. I still haven't
Have
finished
you,
it.
have you listened to the album at least?
I've listened to the songs that everyone kind of popularly says are the best ones, but
Yeah.
yeah, like I haven't played the game properly. But what else? But yeah, like Doom came out, Animal Crossing came out. I bought Animal Crossing, but that wasn't for me. That was for the lady friend.
Mhm.
I don't think I've bought any games that came out this year. Jeez, I don't know.
Fair enough.
What even? Wait, okay, let me look. I'm gonna quickly look up games 2020. Please give me something. Doom Eternal, Cyberpunk, Animal Crossing, Last of Us, Avengers, Halo Infinite, Resident Evil 3. Oh, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I did get that, and I fucking loved it. Such a good game. So I guess none of these others I've played. So by default, Ori wins, and it'll probably win anyway because I absolutely adore that game. Yeah.
So ready or not, it's the winner.
And next question is from Lone Trooper.
Lone Trooper's up next. Number 1, what is your most heartwarming moment from a convention?
Oh. Heartwarming moment. Oh man. Okay. So I don't want to name names for this one, but yeah. Okay. So I was at a small convention up north in my country in England, up in Manchester, I think 2 years ago, one or 2 years ago, and it's just before my show starts. So I'm kind of like prepping all my gear. No, was it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, because I wasn't really that present during the actual con proper, because like it was super small. Like there wasn't that much going on. So I kind of went around, bought all the merch I wanted, said hi to everyone I wanted to. Then I kind of went out and got food and just hung out with people. It was a 1 day con. It's very small, but yeah. I'm prepping for my show. This couple come up to me, and they're super nice, super polite, very apologetic for like taking up my time or whatever. Like, oh yeah, sorry to bother you. I know you're busy. And I'm like, dude, don't even fucking worry about it. But yeah, like the girl's in a wheelchair. The guy's just like wheels them both over, and they're just being really nice to me and saying like they love my music, they love what I do, they're happy I've stuck around for so long, and that they came to this con just to see me play. And I was like, dude, that means the world to me. You're both amazing. I love you both. Oh my god.
Aw.
And then that was the con. This was a con before I ever actually released Lost in Data, and I played that song there like as a kind of teaser thing. And when I said I was playing the song as like a sequel to Destabilize, they were fucking screaming like those right up front, screaming, and I was like, and it was deafening, like over the sound system that they had. I was like, Christ, these guys. And then like yeah, and then when I finished the song and like I played it, they were screaming. They had a great time. They loved it, and I was like, this is the best. This is the best feeling ever.
Aw,
This is why I do this. It was amazing. Anyway, yeah, that's that.
that's awesome. What advice would you give to people who would want to start making their own music?
It's hard. God, there's a lot of advice because you're gonna start, and inevitably, if you're just starting, you're gonna suck. You're gonna suck pretty fucking bad, honestly. But that's fine because like, what's that video that everyone links when you say this? You make this argument. It's like it's the one of Jake from Adventure Time. It's like the first like sucking at something is the first
It's
ever
the first
being.
step to being pretty okay at something.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't expect that you're going to be good straight off the bat. You can take every precaution you want. You can learn as much as you want, and it will give you a head start. But you're going to suck, and you're probably going to suck for a while. Because I suck. Like I came into the horse fandom with about 4 years of experience. I had gone to 2 colleges for music. I played guitar for like 5 or 6 years, and I sucked dick when I started in this fandom. So it's going to take a while.
That's how you got popular.
Yep, 100%. But yeah, like it ain't easy. You're gonna have a bad time, and basically, the bad time you go through is that's what weeds out the people who don't really want it. If you really want this, you will persist through the shit you have to deal with because it is shit, and that's just how it is. Like I was lucky. Like there are people who are better than me, who are up and coming now, who are finding it insanely hard to grow because the Brony fandom is like it's slowed down. It's a bit smaller. It's not as like novel and out there and crazy as it used to be. So they're not finding it that easy anymore. and I was lucky because I started when it was like exploding. But and yeah, so like it's not easy, especially now. So you need to be able to persist through that. So it's not. There's no real advice I can give you, like do this or do that. All I can say is you need to really fucking want this, and it has to be something you want to sacrifice a lot for. Or like I said before, I sacrificed my band. I sacrificed a lot of my social life. God, I sacrificed a relationship for it basically. Like back then. So like yeah, I put all my time and all my effort into this, and I was lucky enough, and I did it at the right time, and it worked out for me.
BT Doug, this all applies to writing too. This is great advice.
Oh yeah, like it applies to like
pretty much whatever your hobby is. Yeah,
like any creative field, this could pretty much apply to. Like it's
spot on.
Yeah, like but then again, okay, on the positive side, because I just said a lot of negative stuff. That's like maybe people are like, oh shit, well I'm never gonna bother them. But like on the positive side, people often think I have to be the best. I have to be better than everyone else. I have to destroy everyone else to be out in front and get
Pokemon mentality. Got it.
Yeah, but that's not how it works. All you have to be is maybe 5% better than the next guy. You have to be a little bit better. That's it. Like, and then like it doesn't matter by how much you win. It matters that you win in the end. And I'm not saying like you have to beat out other people. Just work on yourself. Don't like because people can tell. People can tell so easily if you're trying to just win by tearing down other people, and it's gross to see. It's awful to see. I see a lot of people do it, and I hate it. But I don't want to call them out because then I might get seen as that same thing. So I don't know. It's a game, and you got to play the game.
Would you say that also it's really quick because we need to move on? But really quick, would you say beating yourself a month ago or beating yourself a week ago more than it is about beating someone else?
Oh, absolutely. Like, absolutely. You okay. It's an easy trap to fall into to compare yourself to others. Like, oh, this guy's doing better than me, even though I don't think he's that good. I must be just shit. Or you'll get bitter about it and be like, oh, he doesn't deserve that. I'm better. I deserve that, which is an incredibly narcissistic way to see it. But no, you have to, don't fight with other people. Don't fight. Okay, what's the phrase? Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
That's lovely. Yes, good.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's my view on that whole thing, basically.
There's another way to look at it too. For one, don't try to go off into an area you are completely unfamiliar with. Find your interests. You share interests with other people. Whatever your thing is, I'm sure there are lots of people out there that share it with you. As well as we're kind of in a prime time for some new and exciting thing in the Brony community. What with the show being over for a year now, people are always looking for new stuff. So experiment, put yourself out there, do stuff. Now is a great time to kind of make your mark.
I think that's very true, Raph. Well said.
Yeah, just do it.
Anyway, we need to move on because this is we love this question. But what's the next question that's not number 3 because we've already covered number 3, Priest?
Number 4. Which Barcast member would you collaborate with to create a new song?
Oh man,
It's Priest. Yeah, just say Priest. Priest is a drummer. It's Priest.
Yeah.
Oh, a drummer. Oh man, I have a drummer.
I mean, for how long though? It's a drummer.
No, it's fine. I know some of the drummers you play with. I jammed with some of them at a BronyCon. I know how talented they are. Like, yeah, I get it.
The main ones I played with, like John Mima, Drummer Shy,
yeah.
And God, the other one doesn't really have a fandom name. He's called John Jenner. He's crazy. He's like a professional touring drummer though, and he reached out to me, and I was like, why do you care about me?
I mean, Rav can play a mean guitar. Milk can play like a mean ukulele. I can sing sort of, and I guess Enigma can hit a tambourine, and like Priest can be a drummer.
I play the cowbell. Excuse me.
I thought it was Casternet.
Yeah, there's a video on YouTube of me and John jamming some KSE at BronyCon, so that was cool.
Oh wow, really? That's sweet. You gotta link that to me, dude. I'd love to see that.
No problem. Gonna go get it.
Oh jeez.
Don't link don't link the collab I did with John either. Don't do it.
I know. It was the one I was watching in a pretty dress. I know the one.
Okay. We're gonna move on because I'm really embarrassed right now and I don't want Senpai to notice me. Number 5. What planet would you travel to get out of the house? And once there, what would you like to do or see on that planet? This does not include Earth, and let's assume that you have the proper equipment to survive on that planet.
I mean, probably Mars, because isn't that the one where if we landed there, we wouldn't just get instantly crushed by the gravity?
Yeah.
Pretty
Like
much.
that and the moon, I guess. But the moon's not a planet.
No, actually, we can't land on the moon safely because all the dust there is highly irradiated.
Is it?
Oh,
It was
the
a
sun,
pain enough.
right?
It was a pain enough when they landed way back in the day.
Damn.
Yeah, all the soil there is irradiated from the sun.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that would, of course it would be. Anyway, yeah, probably Mars then. Yeah, Mars makes the most sense because, like, I guess that's the reason why fucking Elon's poking that thing so much because it's the closest one to Earth. Well, like, in the sense of compatibility with our planet, it's the closest one we have. So yeah, that'd have to be it just by default because any other one would kill me in some way.
Mm.
Also, I'm trademarking Sundust as a band name. Just saying.
Sundust. Oh,
It's
what was it?
nice.
What was it someone said before? Like, dumpster foam. Someone said. I thought that was a good band name.
Dumpster foam. That's a punk. That's a punk as fuck
It is.
band name.
Oh God.
Oh God, you okay, dude?
Yeah, I'm good. I've just got bad lungs.
Oh, I feel
All
it.
right.
I actually do
let's-
feel it. I got some fucked up looks.
Mm.
That's why you scream so good.
It helps.
That's why I started screaming.
Number 6. Where would you like to see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years, both personally and professionally? We interview now.
I mean, this is kind of an interview, I guess. You're not asking me questions. I guess it kind of counts as that. See, that's funny actually. My mom asked me this question yesterday.
When are we gonna get some kids, Prince?
Yeah. Oh man. Dude,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
I want. Oh God, 3 to 5. Okay. I want to have my own place because I hate it. It's the fucking stereotype. I'm almost 30. I still live with my mom, but that's, to be fair, here that's not that uncommon because housing prices here are awful and like they've only gotten worse, and then again jobs have only gotten more scarce with less pay. So like, and I'm lucky enough to make my living online, and my living like the money I make it just about equates to like an average job. So like it's not like I'm raking in the cash. So yeah, having my own place, whether it's a rent or mortgage or something, would be the absolute dream in the next 3 to 5 years. Yeah, and I'd want to live there with Ms. Manta. I'd want to have a car because I don't have a car because like you don't really need a car in this country. Luckily, because I would be broke as fuck if I had to run a car at the same time as everything else right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. I'm trying to save up to get a car because I have to walk every fucking place.
Yeah, like the reason we don't really have cars here is because our public transport is actually pretty great. But like having my own car would be nice.
Yeah.
But
Gotta get that band van.
I'm trying to.
It's about time for us to start skipping some questions at this point.
All
snap.
right. Then we're gonna move down to Short Skirts and Explosions. That guy who wrote the thing once. He asked, "What doth life?"
What doth life? Man, the meaning of life. Ooh, jeez. Oh, you want me to answer like short answers? You gotta ask me what the meaning of fucking life is, dude. What the hell? Man, see, I don't know. I've been on a kind of philosophy thing for a while because I'm nearly 30. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going in my life. But I don't know.
Drop
Downhill.
D tuning.
I still don't know. I still don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Like personal responsibility, sovereign individuality, and all that individual sovereignty. Sorry, I'm fucking words are bad right now. I'm like, what, 3 drinks deep? It's not even that many. Fuck me.
I'm having like, I think it's my 4th drink and it's just straight Jack, so everything's great.
Bro, I'm lacking. I'm slacking, dude. Let me catch up. Give me
Come on, man, catch up, bitch!
I've been on hard liquor for a while since the ad break, so I'm just like, in Vino Veritas, let's do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, just being a good person. It's like the hardest thing to do. Because, okay, it's like this might be controversial. I don't. Fuck it. Do I say something?
Are you saying being a nice person is controversial?
Well, I learned these principles from someone that people might not like. I don't know. I'm just gonna say what I learned and not mention the person. But basically,
Okay.
the line was just life is shit, life is hard, life is suffering. Everyone knows this. Like that's the basis of most religions because they promise you paradise at the end because they know that life is shit and you're gonna have a bad time. what do you do about that? You have to do what you can, because if you do anything like spiteful or hateful, all you do is make everything worse. It's like, yeah, because that happens. Like, I've experienced it myself enough fucking times. I've seen enough people do it. Like, and you can just ruin your life doing that out of spite for what? Yourself and the fact that existence is a thing. It's like that doesn't help anything. What you have to do is, like, you kind of have to bear it. You just take it. It's like, life is shit, yeah. So what do? Like, just whine about it? Just fucking whinge in the corner about, it's unfair, I'm oppressed, everything's bad. It's like, yeah, everyone's oppressed, everything's bad.
By the way, for the Americans out there, whinge is to whine. It's a great word. Learn it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, like, life is bad, and you have to just accept that. That's just how it is. And like, it's not like any person is doing that. No one is making life bad. Like, it's only gotten better since we were cavemen. So I don't know. You just gotta try and be a good person. Like, okay. I've gone off on a tangent. But basically, the easy way to make you, like, to not motivate yourself, but to, like, do stuff, not be shit as a person, because you know what's wrong with you. You know the things you do that you shouldn't be doing, and you know the things that you don't do that you should be doing. And because you know these things, you know them in your head. You may not admit them to yourself. You may, like, make excuses about them and try and justify the bullshit you do and taking the easy way out and all the hard decisions you have to make. But basically, you know what you should be doing. And the way to be a better person, the meaning of life, kind of, is to just do the things you know you should do, and stop doing the things that you know you shouldn't do. That's the short version of that. Because you know those things. If you think about it for a second, you know. It's like, oh, I should get up in the morning, but you just don't. You just don't get up early in the morning. You get up at like 12 or 2 p.m. like I do. And you're like, I shouldn't do that. And I know I shouldn't do that, but I do it anyway, which is a perfect example. Like, I shouldn't, and I'm trying not to, and it's hard, but it's the right thing to do to not do that. Anyway, I'm rambling, and we have questions to get through.
Your essay is an A+.
It's all good.
Pages.
Mugany is up next and asks, how your day?
How your day? But it's been pretty okay. I kind of broke lockdown rules a little bit to hang out with a friend of mine and his girlfriend, purely because his girlfriend is American and she's visiting. Like, she's lucky enough that she got here before we started implementing like a 14-day quarantine for newcomers into the country. So she was allowed to come hang out, and we know her. She's not an idiot. She quarantined herself beforehand. She works from home anyway. She wore a mask the whole flight here. There was no one seated around her because the flights are fucking empty now. So, like, I trust her to not be stupid. I trust him to not be stupid. So me, my girlfriend, him and his girlfriend, and one of our mutual friends, we all just hung out today, and that was a good time. And after that, I cleaned my room a little bit, set up, and now I'm here. So yeah.
It's a great day then. What's the next question?
Well, the next question is from Seton. I'm gonna grab a song that I don't think we've asked a musician before. What is the theme song for your sex life?
Ooh, let me think. Probably Absolute Territory by Ken Ashcorp.
You are a creature, you are. That's what I will say.
The bass line for that song and the main riff is just so good. Real good stuff.
Would you bone to it?
I mean, I think I boned to my own cover of that song.
Fantastic. Can I ask one for you?
He's humble, just like everyone else.
Oh my god, I've got to know the answer. I'm sorry to skip some of your questions, Seton, but I got to ask this question. May I?
Yeah.
How big is your porn stash?
Oh, jeez. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me check. It's not that big, honestly. Oh god, I'm glad I wasn't screen sharing. It's on like 5.8 gig. Nothing too impressive.
No, what's the verdict?
I mean, it's in the gigs. I mean, I give him points for being in the gigs.
Okay. Let me justify myself real
show.
quick. Like, I have access to the internet 24/7 unmitigated. I don't need to download much of this stuff. I only download the stuff I find is like the prime shit, you know. So in case my internet loses, I still have the good shit. That's my justification.
I have 35 gigs just in case.
Damn, boy. Okay, all right.
Gotta have the good stuff.
I'm fine.
All right.
Anonymous Potato.
Priest, are you ready to rapid fire these questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
be quick.
right.
I promise. I'll stop rambling, I promise.
Prince,
Okay.
deep breath. We're going to do rapid fire in the style of association and psychology. So you hear it, you answer. You ready?
Let me take a drink.
Yep, take it out. Fuck!
Fuck.
Okay, let's go.
I think I
Fucking
farted when I yelled
stereo.
fuck. I'm proud of myself.
Nice.
Favorite band or artist?
MNT Affliction. Fuck.
Favorite
Ooh,
album?
I love it.
From that band?
Nope, just
In
in general.
general.
Favorite album. Go. You have no time to think.
Ground Dweller by Hands Like Houses.
Awesome. Favorite brony musician?
Oh, geez, Thunder. Micro Thunder.
Fuck yes. Favorite song to play live?
Favorite to play live? Probably Frailty. Yeah.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Between Fairy Tales and Happy Endings.
It's not really that interesting to play though.
I will
I'm
say,
fucking with you.
I just discovered Amity Affliction thanks to a lovely Australian man recently, and I'm very fond. So, cheers.
I'm glad.
Now we got some questions from Ravage, our resident podcaster.
Yes, and Rev has a request.
Oh snap!
I do. Hey, Enigma, are you in any position to ask these for me?
I can at the moment, yes.
Go.
All right.
Ready, go.
Do
Go
it.
now. It's time.
Do you have a favorite piece of equipment, like it's your baby and you'll never let it go?
Oh, there's so many. Fuck.
That's 3 drinks.
Drink.
Why would you do that to me? Okay. I'm gonna rank them. Okay, number 1 would be my guitar, the one that's like the black and white Strat that has MOP on it and my OC like drawn into the scratch plate. Number 2 would be my amp head, which is a Joyo Zombie. It's only like a 5-watt valve head, but it's like it sounds killer. It works perfectly in studio because it's small, isn't super loud, but it sounds fucking killer. Third would be my audio interface, which is UR44, which is like I've gone through so many different brands of interface, but this one it just hasn't failed me once in any way at all ever in like the last 4 years I've had it. So yeah, those are my top 3.
Nice.
I should drink also, by the way. God damn it.
Who is your favorite OC?
Favorite OC. It's gonna be one of like Shinoda's peeps. Oh, maybe is it?
The correct answer is Apogee.
I was gonna say like, is it Apogee? But I kind of like how Delta's tragic backstory, but Apogee kind of has a tragic story as well because of like her parents' divorce and stuff. Anyway, was it divorce?
Both are correct answers.
Yeah, sure, Apogee. Sure, Apogee or Delta. You can take your pick. I'm not too pressed about it.
Next.
Enigma.
Unless you can.
It crashed again for a second there. Do you like Bat Ponies or Changelings? The originals better.
Ooh, original changes or Bat Ponies? Oh man. I want to say Bat Ponies purely because they were introduced before Changelings were, and it was just so like, what? We could have like cool emo gothic horses. That's sick, dude.
We can have a cool unicorn with like a broken horn.
Oh man, dude, you have no idea how much self-restraint it took to not instantly switch my Pegasus into a Bat Pony when I first saw them. I was like, oh man, I really wanna
Go the Star Trek route. Mirror World. It's okay.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
What's up next?
Favorite villain?
I think it's Cozy. I think Cozy's amazing.
Oh,
I'm so happy.
She's equal parts evil and hilarious. So I just love her, and she's adorable. She's adorable, evil, and hilarious. How do you
I
not?
have cosplayed her. I love her to death.
Really? Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, golly, I sure love cosplaying Cozy Glow. She's the nicest little pony.
Did you cosplay her at Cider Fest last year?
I've never been to Cider Fest.
Oh damn it! Okay, because I was gonna say if that was you, I've seen you, but no.
I
Okay.
was at BronyCon, the last BronyCon.
Oh, I probably did see you then because I was old.
I'll find the photo. It's fine. It's fine.
There's
it's fine.
so many people there.
Did I say that?
Yeah, it was crazy. Anyway, yeah.
Like I had the opportunity. Like I saw you in the halls, and I was like, a minute. I was like, no, please don't go. Like you were gone. Up next. What's that?
If you could undo any one of your creations, which one would it be and why?
Undo anyone? I don't think I would. Wow. Yeah, no. There are ones I regret making, but like, there's always like growth that comes with that. So I wouldn't undo any of them, I don't think. Well, actually, no. Pinky's Parties, just because it's become a massive meme in my server, because it's the worst song I've ever made. Objectively, it's the worst song I've ever fucking made. And everyone's like, "Oh, make Pinky's Parties too. Make a part two because you love making part twos to your songs." I'm like, "No, fuck off, please stop."
Well, then the Boogaloo.
Dude, there's literally a GoFundMe asking for this track to be made that has like a couple $100 on it already, and I'm just like, please stop. Just don't do
It could
it.
be worse. You could get Tears Don't Fall 3.
Oh, don't do it. Don't say that. Don't do that to me. Bullet for my Valentine, they kept me they were my thing during high school.
Yes!
To see what they become, it hurts. I mean, their newest album wasn't that bad, but the one before that was pretty bad.
Yes, it was.
I'm a total pleb. The only one I ever actually actively listened to back in my high school days was Scream Aim Fire.
Oh man, the Poison was better, but Screaming Fire was good.
Yeah.
It was still good. It was
Yeah.
still good then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any brand recommendations for musical instruments and stuff?
Oh god, I got 100. Okay, for interfaces, I absolutely stick to Steinberg's UR series. I use a UR44 for my main rig. I use a UR44 for my small rig when I play live. I use a UR824, which is like a $700 interface when I play live, like with a band, because you need like all those inputs. Like their interfaces have never failed me. They have amazing drivers. They're built like a brick. They're so good. But okay, for guitars, I don't give a fuck what guitar you get, dude. Like my main guitar I play live with is a Squire Bullet, which is like a $90 guitar. Like who the fuck cares? I don't know. People care about guitars and how expensive they are and like what features they have, like way too much. If you're willing to learn and put some time and effort into your instrument, you can make a $90 guitar sound and play like a $2,000 guitar, like easy. So guitars,
I think Jared Dines did a whole video about that, where it's like a $90 guitar through like 10 different heads.
Yeah,
It sounded fucking amazing.
Yeah, like the amp is 80% of your sound, at least. Yeah. God, for amps, again, it depends. Like I've used real amps, I've used solid state valve amps, I've used VST amps, and I use a VST amp live. Like I'm not one to care about like, oh, it needs to be a valve head and have like a cabinet and you have to mic it up and all this garbage. Like no, I'll run a VST and use an EQ match and it'll sound great. Like I use Behringer mixers. They're cheap as fuck and they're a bit noisy, but they do the job, so I don't care. Yeah, the only one I really stick to is Steinberg's UR series interfaces because that's the interface is your bridge between your hardware and your software. So that's the one place where I really, really care about how good it is, and it makes a big difference. That's it. That's my only recommendation. I used an Akai Pro for like 3 years, then it just one day it just shit itself and died, and that sucked. And I used an Alesis IO2, which was a cheap piece of shit, but that thing is still kicking. I don't know where the fuck it is, but it's still kicking. So that thing's all right. But yeah, but it doesn't have custom drivers, so it wasn't that great. Anyway,
I zoned out and ordered 10 Focusrites.
Yeah, Focusrites are pretty all right. Focusrites are pretty all right. I have a couple friends who use them. I had a friend in college when I was in music college. One of his died. That kind of soured my taste on Focusrite for a while. But I do use a Focusrite Scarlett ADAT unit with my Steinberg interface, my big one, for like when I'm playing live, like if I want to record all the guitars, all like the bass, all the vocals, all the drums, I need to use the ADAT unit to get all those extra inputs. But yeah, and it works fine. It hasn't failed me yet. So yeah, sure. Like Scarlett has treated me okay so far.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Didn't mean to tangent. Sorry. Enigma, next one.
If you could change any one thing about the show, what would it be, and how do you think it would change the show as a whole?
Okay. I think I kind of answered that with that season 9 change thing, but
I'm gonna say you did because no offense, Ralph, but I want to make sure we get everyone.
Right.
Okay, yeah, we'll count that one as answered, I guess.
Next.
Wings, hooves, or horns? Which is best?
Wings, because you can use them kind of like hands, and I love when Pegasi use their wings like hands, like to grab stuff or like do like hand gestures. It's so funny and kind of like I don't know, it's kind of meta. It's super meta, and I love it.
I like one
wing fingers.
I like one of the little touches in the Equestria Girl series when human Rainbow Dash becomes a pony. Her wings are always drooping on the floor.
Yeah, I noticed that. I loved it because she didn't know how to fold her wings back, and she's just kind of like letting them droop because she's just like relaxed or whatever. And I was like, I like that. It's good. I appreciate that little detail you put in there. Oh man, it's great.
You're walking down a dark alley one night only to be stopped, bent over, and have something hard, Mostly dry and oddly shaped inserted into you by a random pony. If you could turn around to see who it is that inserted your favorite guitar up your arse, who would you hope to see, and who would you hope you wouldn't?
This is a great question.
Does it have to be like a cannon pony?
No.
Man, that makes it like anyone.
It could be another musician's OC.
It's a drummer shy. It's drummer shy, isn't it? And it's definitely drummer shy. Let's be clear.
It has to be one of the drummers, like Drummer Shy or John, just because a drumstick. Oh, no, if it's a guitar, no, it has to be guitar,
Your
right?
guitar.
Yeah, your guitar.
Oh, my guitar? Shit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, dude. I might say Dusty Cat just because I've known him so long, and he might. Like I've known him long enough that he might do it with some care. All right, so.
Wonderful. No, Dusty is a sweet and gentle man, and he has signed my cap and Sharpie on multiple occasions, and I love it.
He is absolutely a good boy, and I can appreciate him 100%. Okay, who I wouldn't want it to be?
We love you.
We do love him. He's great. Oh, but yeah, like who I wouldn't want it to be is probably like Trouble Hooves from that one episode. No, Shoes. That's his name. Trouble Shoes. That motherfucker.
You're afraid he'd break it off in your ass or something?
Oh yeah, like Rav said, except you turn around and he just goes, "Oops."
Like, he would have, because like you see how he is. He has no finesse. It would just suck, and then he'd be like, "Oh, my bad." I'm like, "Yeah, you're bad. What the fuck, dude?"
Do you want it inserted gracefully or clumsily?
Gracefully, absolutely. I want like if it has to hurt, at least make it look nice or feel nice in some way. Like what the fuck?
Like Trenderhoofs.
Trenderhoof? Oh man,
Oh, he'd be so gentle.
He'd do it like maybe, but he'd have like a whole studio with him, like taking pictures from every angle, and I'm like, fuck off, man. I didn't sign up for this.
All right. Can we go to the next question, because I think we're gonna run over, and I'm okay with it. So.
Would you hope Haruha?
Wow.
Do I need to pronounce it for you?
Haruhara.
Yes, no. Rav, please do it right, please. I can't.
Go ahead.
It is pronounced Haruhara Haruko.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez. What is that from? I swear I've seen this. I'm so sorry.
It's from FLCL.
Finish the question.
Oh, you want me to finish it or Enigma?
You know what? I'd like you to, Rav, since Enigma fucked it up as he usually does.
Poor Enigma. I like you, Enigma.
No, don't! He'll think it's
what's this? Affection?
If you keep doing that, he'll think he's people.
You do realize I have to follow you home now, right?
Oh no.
Okay. Would you hope Haruko from FLCL to come along and pull that guitar through your forehead, or would you leave it in and hope you absorb it like Thingpone?
Do you want an anime character to shove the guitar through your spinning brain, or do you want to absorb it into you and become one with the guitar?
Oh jeez, I don't know. What are the outcomes of this? I don't know what I'm signing up for right now.
On one, you absorb the guitar and become part guitar, and the other, it goes through your brain, and then you think in guitar. Pick one.
I think in guitar. Let me see. Guitar only has like 5 or 6 letters, so I don't think I can articulate words very well once that happens.
But I think you become Yngwie Malmsteen.
I think maybe. I don't know, but I don't really play complicated. I think becoming part guitar is better for me because like I don't actually know why. I just think it's better than the alternative. I just think the other option is worse.
Next question.
Okay.
Enigma, I will kill you. Enigma, I will kill you.
It's still me? I thought we switched
Yes,
around.
the last question.
Come on!
If you could work with any other artist, who would it be and why?
Who would it be and why? Any, like, not even a horse artist, just any artist.
Oh god. Okay, if we're including dead people, oh my god, enjoy.
Oh, geez, dead people? I could no. I'd be here for like 10 minutes just thinking. If it was that.
David Bowie, just David Bowie.
Yeah, exactly. Like someone like David Bowie. Oh man.
Would it be Mick Jagger? Would it be Slash?
I'm gonna limit myself to horse artists because I don't know. I'm still an absolute autist for this fandom, and I just care so much because I'm lame.
Fine.
I've never come up with Odyssey. I'd like to. trying to think, is there anyone else? Because like everyone else is kind of left. He's like probably one of the biggest ones
Priest.
around. Huh?
Slutter Priest. Slutter Priest.
No, stop. Stop. Stop.
Oh
Slutter
man.
Priest
I mean, if you got the
Slutter Priest
gear to
Poem.
record some sick drums,
He does.
Like,
No, you
fucking
don't
A.
understand. He does. He's done it before. He did it for like Davey once, like for funsies. It's great.
Like Davey the animator, Davey.
Davey 504.
Yeah.
Davey 504.
Oh
the bass
shit!
player
No
on
way!
YouTube.
No way!
He did a
I
challenge.
did one of those like
Challenges for them.
challenges. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's sick, dude. Oh man, yeah, sure. We could probably sort something out. Oh, but okay.
See?
But yeah, I'll probably stick with first answer, like fucking Odyssey. I don't know. He's such a cool guy. Because like
he's a bro.
yeah, like we haven't like really talked at length, but we kind of because I think we shared a table at Ciderfest last year, and he was just super chill. And I was like, I know we don't really have time to talk right now because we're both kind of doing business stuff, I guess. But like, he seems like a super cool guy.
Oh yeah, we've had him on the cast before. So
Really?
by all,
Sweet.
yeah. If you need connections, we can figure out a way to get in touch.
Give me that
As
hook
long
up,
as,
dude.
as long as you clear up with Slutter Priest. Rav, are you
No! Wow! What the fuck?
Rav, are you satisfied with your question?
I am.
Excellent. Next question,
Hey.
please.
I'm so uncomfortable. Desert Bloom is up next. You've teleported yourself to Equestrian, only to discover that humans have already arrived. However, the reason they are never seen is because they are trapped in hospitals, where their compatible organs are harvested and used as donors for ponies. Do you attempt to lead a revolution, book it out of there, or turn yourself in and fulfill some secret sexual fantasy?
You know, I'm one of those people who is incredibly scared of death, so I probably wouldn't turn myself in. Oh, jeez, but I love horses, dude. I don't know. I'd probably try and form some resistance movement and try to make them accept us as like nice friendos and not try to harvest our organs, please. Like, can we just be friends? I thought friendship was magic, dude. What the hell is this?
Friendship is magic, but organs are healthcare. So
Shush. Cattle doesn't talk.
Oh, of course, my bad.
Oh my god, okay.
Sausage Equin is up next, which asks, what is the sexuality is the moon?
Oh god, isn't there like something where like females are connected to the moon somehow? I don't know. I haven't read into this enough, but I've like heard it mentioned somewhere. I guess moon is girl.
Moon is girl.
Girl is a sexuality now. Fantastic. Okay.
The moon is Sokka's girlfriend. Of course, it's a girl.
Oh shit, she's right. I forgot.
Girl is,
I
girl
didn't
is a
listen good.
sexuality now. Fuck's sake. Jammer is next, Priest.
Jammer has questions about the OC that we linked to you earlier, Thingpone. Would you kiss them goodnight?
Oh.
Would you tell them every little thing is going to be alright? And would you fuck it?
Look at it.
Ooh.
Look at those bedroom eyes.
I would do the first two things as long as it was nice to me, but I am spoken for, so the sex is no thank you.
What if your girlfriend was involved?
What?
What if your girlfriend was involved?
Threesome.
Thinkphone can like pleasure both of you at once. Come on, man.
Ooh,
Them tentacles.
I don't know. Is Thingpone looking for a commitment, or are they just looking for a bang?
No.
Because, like-
Thinkphone is always just looking for a one and done.
She's your
Okay.
unicorn.
Yeah, me and GF have some things we'd like to try out, and like Thingpone could probably help out. So like,
There you go.
Sozu1869's up next. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
oh, dude, this is so hard. Why would you do this to me? Fuck.
Strawberry.
Nah, it's deeper than that, my dude. Strawberry's good, but other things are good. So when you put good and good together, like sometimes it makes better, but sometimes it makes bad. So
Is it
like,
cookie dough?
nah, that's kind of basic. Like cookie dough when it first came out was like the best thing ever, but then it became
Oh,
kind of
so
thin.
you're like the Dave Matthews Band One Sweet World flavor that Ben & Jerry's came out with that one.
You just said a lot of things that I don't know, so like maybe.
It's a marshmallow, chocolate chip, vanilla, chocolate, caramel swirl ice cream that they came out with for Dave Matthews Band.
What the... Can I?
Yeah, right.
Are you good, my dude? What the fuck?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna be basic because like this flavor never fails to like just get me fucking salted caramel every time. Easy.
Ooh.
Like, it's not super like crazy out there, but like it will. Oh man, it never fails to get me. Like I always forget how good salted caramel is, and I'm like, it's basic. I'll just get something more different this time. But then I eventually I'll be like, now I'll get the salted caramel. And I tried. I'm like, why did I ever try anything different than this? Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
All right. The last question we. Oh wait, shit. I didn't let you fucking answer. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
What's your answer? You said salted caramel. That's what you said,
Oh
right?
fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man, all the whiskey went to the bottom. Jeez. Rough. Anyway, yeah.
Salted caramel.
Yeah, that was my answer for the last one. Yeah.
All right. Final question. In this corner, we have a controversial question. Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks in a fist fight. Who wins?
Rosa Parks was the one in the back of the bus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, no, she was the one in the front of the
No.
bus. That was the entire point. That was the entire point. She was in the front of the bus.
I like how Bree says yes
Rosa
immediately.
Parks sat in the front of the bus because blacks were being forced to sit in the back of the bus. So she sat in the front of the protest, got kicked off the bus, and arrested. Wow! Jesus Christ, I'm white as fuck. What am I doing?
I'm sorry.
This is like, as much as it is like a universal thing. This is like very much American history and not
She
my
sat in
history.
the front of the bus to say "fuck you" to forcing blacks to sit in the back of the bus.
No.
Now you know.
Okay.
You weren't today.
See,
That's
the
fair.
thing that I remember, like it's obviously wrong. The thing that I remember, but what I remember, what my like in my head definition of her thing was that she was. It's not that she was in the front of the back. It's that she was like forced to stand instead of sitting in the back or something. But, like-
No, she and several other people staged a protest by sitting in the front of the bus because blacks were never allowed to sit in the front of the bus.
Okay.
It was,
I gotcha.
it was a brave
Okay.
gesture, and she was rewarded with, being arrested. So
Congratulations.
Yay, racism.
Yeah, dude. Really be like that back then. What year
versus
was that? I
Martin
was
Luther
like,
King, who was shot in a hotel by a white dude for being very outspoken about black rights. So pick.
he was shot. I never actually knew that. I just
Yeah,
knew
no,
like,
he was hella shot, like shot to death out on a balcony outside of a hotel.
You didn't think he actually survived like at the end of Boondocks, did you?
I never watched Boondocks, but like this whole thing makes me realize like the way we're taught history is so much different than the way you guys are taught history. We're taught about World War II more than
I
anything.
feel that, bro.
More than-
I feel that. You guys did some shit in World War II. You guys went through some shit in World War II. World War I more than we did, honestly. But I'm sure
Well,
Slam is sitting there writhing. Isn't that right? Slam.
Meow.
Well, on that note,
Wait.
Prince. Oh,
He was
go
gonna
ahead.
say a thing. Let him
Say a thing. Say a
We're
thing, please.
overboard. I don't care.
I was just gonna say like all we're taught about is like how like people were shipped around the country. Like all the kids would be sent to different parts of the country to kind of escape the bombing of World War II. That's basically all our history lessons were. And like, there's some other stuff, but like that's the bulk of it. But yeah, anyway, what was it? The question was like Martin Luther Jr. versus Rosa Parks. Like who would win in a fight? Is that the question?
A fist
Yeah.
fight.
Yes.
A fist fight? I don't know what Rosa Parks looks like, but like basic human physiology tells me that the guy would win. Oh, she got a six-pack? I don't know then. Maybe.
She was a pretty
He was a big guy, but if she's done the training, she might have him, dude. I don't know.
He was very tall, though. Let it be known. He had reach.
He was absolutely a big guy, but like if she's got the expertise, then I don't know. It's a bit more nuanced than what it may seem at first glance.
The master of CQC.
Is this okay? Us like,
No, we're done.
Is it okay that we're hypothetically putting two like black figureheads against each other in a fist fight? Is that okay?
I mean, that's what Celebrity Showdown on MTV was.
Oh, okay, then it's fine. If
Excuse
American
me, you
TV
mean
did it,
Celebrity
then it's okay.
Celebrity Showdown? Excuse me, you mean Celebrity Deathmatch, the best show? And Think First the Backstreet Boys, my childhood?
Oh,
You are a young child. You don't remember this because you're stupid. Okay.
So what I've learned from this is if American TV does it, it's fine.
You're not wrong.
Uh-oh.
But uh-oh, stinky. Anyway, dude, you did it. That's all the people who ask questions. How do you feel?
I feel fucking wasted, dude. Why did you do this to me?
No, you love it. Don't fucking lie.
I do. I honestly wish we could keep going, but like, if you guys have to call
Oh.
time, then
Dude,
I
I would
guess
go on because there's stupid questions. There was a question about me that we skipped. Like, I'm serious.
Nah.
Like, we don't give a shit right now.
But
I mean,
I
if you want
think
to hit it, I'm down. I don't know. Oh shit! I think I'm spilling drinks on myself.
But one other question. I have a very important question for you.
Okay.
Collab with Flutter Priest One.
no, stop.
It's happening. I don't care. Like,
Oh.
I'm gonna make this. I will meme this into happening because I have somebody I care about, and also because PrinceWhateverer is talented, and also because I have the platform to do so. And if he refuses on air, it'll make him look bad. So I'm gonna think you're a bitch, and I'm drunk. What do you want from me?
I mean, send me that audition for Davey. Let me see that. I want to see it. I'm down. Like 100%.
Okay.
I want to see it. Hey.
I'll-
alright.
And Pencil did link something earlier. It's awful, but it's
Cause
anyway.
I had Drummer Shy audition for a drum part in one of my songs on my last album. The only reason I said no is because he recorded acoustic drums and the rest of them were like programmed, so it sounded really out of place. That's the only reason I said no. Like, he did a fucking killer drum track, but like it just sounded so weird, and I couldn't get it to sound like in line with everything else. So like I was like, it just doesn't sound right, dude. I'm sorry. But like, So
I'll figure out audition tag for you, and we'll talk.
Sure, yeah, fuck it.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good.
Hey.
I can't believe my fucking life right now. Anyway, dude, I could definitely, without a doubt, say, dude, this was wonderful. We had an amazing time. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I'm super hyped to have been here. Thank you. I love it.
You are welcome back anytime you want. If you're going to release a new album or something, let us know. We will happily have you back on and we'll promote you. Well, it's the least we can do.
Yes.
Hey.
By the way, the top donator today was Alex __. Thank you so much for your bits. Followed by Hat Vandamoose. Thank you so much for your donations to Horse Charity.
Awesome.
Hey, Milk, what's going on next week?
The booze time.
You know, we do this every week. We do this every single week.
And I'm prepared this time. We are at LooneyCon, but I won't reveal the guest yet.
Hey! We might
With a super
interview
speaker special guest?
Secret.
Yes, it's a spooper speaker special best.
Oh, God.
Shut up.
You guys do this every week.
Scary skeleton.
Shiver down my spine.
Thank you, everyone, for watching this episode of the Barcast. If you missed any part of it, it will be up on iTunes and Google Play next week. Thank you for watching.
Oh my god.
Your bartenders for this evening have been a non-pencil.
The ship name is Fluttereverer.
Stop. Enigmatic Otaku.
Number 10, Burger King foot lettuce.
Oh no.
Flaminwerfer.
Yes.
Milk.
I can't even follow up with Burger King foot lettuce. I'm sorry.
Ravage.
Chubb has turned to horsecock.
Our amazing guest, PrinceWhateverer.
Thank you guys for having me. I love you. I am like super not okay right now.
Same girl.
And anyway, here's Wonderwall.